I'm here. I'll keep on talking so you can hear me when it does come through. But I don't know if it will. I've got me some breakfast water. See my breakfast water?
What is that, guava mango?
No, it's just damn, whatever it says. Twister juice pulp. Damn orange juice. Anyway, y'all, there's Timmy again. Timmy sent me a good thing. Oh, I got echo. Aubrey Watson went away. Anyway, Aubrey Watson's gonna be my guest today. We're old Marine Corps buddies. And you can't say that on my broadcast. You say poop.
Well, Papa Chakotay, I seem to be having some problems with my internet service.
I'm going to mute you for a minute here because you make an echo. Speaker, what about the speaker there, Timmy? You gonna hear me? Do you hear me at all? I hope you hear me. Oh, golly, I just dropped my speaker. Let's see. Let's do a cam open. Can you see me now? Hello. Good morning from this is morning time here. Good morning from out here in the Philippines. Baguio. I don't know why that banner's running down there. I'm just here doing a live stream. But loud and clear. Okay. Loud and clear. But if I turn on Aubrey over here, is it going to echo? Let me see if it echoes. You there, Aubrey?
I am trying to get in there, guys.
Is that echoing whenever I got that on? I don't know if it's echoing or not. Shouldn't be.
My mic is working.
Yeah, I don't have it on the live stream. I just got it on his phone. But I don't see you over here, buddy. So you're going to have to try something else. If you do it the way I told you to, it'll work. Copy and paste. I don't know, brother. We'll work on it, though. We'll figure it out. Well, you're actually on here right now. It's just right, they said. You can just go ahead and talk, Aubrey. What we're going to talk about, guys. Me and Aubrey were in the Marine Corps together. And our last duty stations together were Okinawa, Japan. And, but I spent a lot of time in the Philippines, and he did. He was stayed in Okinawa. Yeah.
It's telling me you enter the studio as a guest. The host can add you to the broadcast at any time.
That's right. Now you hit your button down there at the very bottom where it says enter as guest, and I'll put you up here. See what I'm saying? Hit the blue button.
I'm hitting the blue that says enter the studio.
Okay. Yeah, they say my sound's right, so it's gonna be all good as soon as you get to where I can see you.
Display your name.
Yeah, you got to put names and everything down there, buddy. See how mine is? Do you see me?
No.
You do see me? Or you don't? So to display name, you go to settings. And then let me see where name is in settings. Audio. Guest. I think it's guests. Oh, there you are. I see you now. Except you ain't got no avatar. But you about to be ugly added. There you go. And you're on. Now let me turn off my phone, because if I don't, let me you got to turn.
I'm in there.
Yeah, you in there.
Are we in?
So I hung up.
I may have to go to my earbuds.
No, it's your phone. No, I turned off my phone. It should be right now.
So we're in there, guys.
Is it right now? Okay, you can look at comments that are being made to the right here. There's a little button you can look through, but you won't be able to see me anymore. It'll just be you looking at the comments. The Campbell vlogs here. Hi, good morning from the Campbell family. The Campbell family is a family that lives out in Zambales, where I was stationed out there at Subic. You know, whenever I was in Okinawa with you. And they're visiting us. I don't know why this thing's doing baggy across the screen. I need to fix that. Anyway, good to see you. Is this David and Rose? I think David and Rose, right? Hello, David and Rose. Good to see you in here. David's a veteran too, and he lives out there in Zambales with his wife. Actually, way above where Subic is, so it's a really nicer place, I think. Cagayan, I think it's called, or Cagayan or something like that. Up near San Felipe, I think. I went and visited over there for a little while. I'm going to fix this banner.
Yeah, I've got you on low volume. I think I might have to put my buds in.
Well, go ahead and do what you got to do.
I'm trying. I've never used these bows before. I'm not sure how to get these to.
I'm just changing my banner.
I'm scared to go to Bluetooth because I'm afraid I'll lose everybody.
I know I can do that one. Yeah, 13A visa. If anybody got any question on 13A visa, it's different now. And questions answered, you know, you can come on up here, or you can come up here, or you can stay there. I don't know. If y'all need a link, I'll let you up here. It don't matter to me. Let me remember how to do that. Oh, I think I've already copied the link. It's raining here too, Campbell's. It's been raining all night long out here in Pampanga. Actually, it's been coming down really hard. To tell you the truth, it's just now let up a little bit. So yeah, we're getting rain too. I was going to come out there and visit the SWSR and you guys and do interviews and stuff with you guys one day pretty soon. If you guys are going to be around, Rose. You guys going to be there all the month of December, or are you planning on going somewhere? Last time I came out there, you guys were in Singapore. Let's see. I'll throw a link down here in case anybody wants to come up. We have a big old crew up here then, won't we? Let me see. There it is. I'll go ahead and invite everybody up. There you go. If anybody wants to come up, I'll pop you right in here. I can handle 6, I think. How many can you handle, Aubrey?
I don't know, man. Whoever wants to come in. You know, I'm illiterate on this crap, so.
Okay, so let me tell you.
I'm just here, guys.
Let me just tell you. So if you want to see what people are saying about you over to the right, there's a little button down there. You can look at it. It says comments. So you won't be able to see me. But if you don't X out of it right, you'll leave the whole conversation. So
right.
just be careful when you're doing it. And I've got my morning juice. Yeah, Rose, it's raining here too.
It's telling me here.
We got
You're
Rose.
in the show. Everybody can see and hear you.
We got the Campbells here. They're in the province out in Zambales.
Really?
Yeah. They're out in Zambales near Subic. You know, well, actually, they're way above Subic. Yeah, me and Betty's going to come out there and see you guys again. I wanted one of them little Shih Tzu dogs. They got a cute little Shih Tzu puppies that run around their house on their live vlog. They're called the Campbell vlog. And it's a pretty cool vlog. If anybody don't know the Campbells, go check out their channel. No beating dogs on my show. All right. So You'll have to mute them dogs. Pennsylvania Trucker, hello. How you doing? Pay attention up here, Aubrey. Anyway.
I was going to get Boots to say hello to the Shih Tzus, but he's in one of his little cantankerous moods.
Yeah.
You know how them coonhounds are. Boots. Say hello to everybody over there.
Never had no problem with that.
Name.
Yeah, guys. So there you go. There's your hound dog. He don't want to lick it. Oh, he's mad. Just let me down, he said, Daddy. Just let me down.
Mama girl will say hello. Say hello.
Oh, yeah.
You don't get ugly, do you, Mama girl?
Oh,
everybody.
That's a real pretty dog right there now. Yeah, hello, Mark, Pennsylvania Trucker. Still in a motel room in Minneapolis. Are you snowed in up there in Minneapolis, Pennsylvania? Or Mark? It's Mark. He's a Pennsylvania Trucker. He's cool. Most of these people, I'll know them, so just happen to know. We got 5 in the room watching this there. Aubrey, you got anything to say to the folks? Aubrey's
Hey, everybody. Hey, yeah. Man. How's the weather up there? You got to put the chains on in Pennsylvania yet or what?
Wonder about that, too. Not snowed in, going in a different truck tomorrow. Okay, you just switching up. Okay. He's switching trucks. So Aubrey here and me went in the Marine Corps about the same time, got out at the same time. We was fast friends when we was in Okinawa. So we went diving all over the island and spear fishing and just this and that, swimming and sneaking out underneath the fence at nighttime because they had they didn't know that, but they had a cave you could crawl through. There he is with the engineers. He got his engineer sign up. But anyway, he was in the engineers with me. Except he was not a 1371. He was a 13 and what?
45.
1345. He's a
dozer. 45.
He was
engineer, heavy equipment operator.
Yeah, and I was explosive ordnance killer. But anyway, I built stuff and blowed stuff up. Anyway, I was an engineer, field engineer, really. Until I got to Okinawa and they wanted me to build everything. But except the whole time I'd been in the Marine Corps, I'd been in the division so long. All I knew how to do was blow stuff up. No, I didn't. I knew exactly what I was doing, and we had a good time over there in Okinawa. And here, I built a lot of stuff in the Philippines, in this Summit and places like that. I wanted to invite Aubrey on today because he just started his channel. I guess it's called Aubrey Watson, right? Aubrey.
Hey, I'm back.
Called Aubrey Watson, your channel is, right?
Yeah.
Aubrey Watson.
Butch and I were
first name is channel is.
We're great buddies over there in Okinawa.
Oh, yeah.
I had to load my equipment on a damn truck, and Butch just carried his around in his pocket.
That's right, on my back.
He used dynamite. I had to haul mine on the truck.
I had to haul dynamite on truck sometimes. On the Humvee.
Basically, the way it worked was Butch blew stuff up, and I came and pushed it out of the way.
Yeah, that's it. That was fun.
I love it.
I'm going to test it and everything out. We got about 4 viewers in here, so we just talk about whatever you want to. I want you to tell us about your channel, what it's going to be about, what your niche is going to be. Have you figured it out yet? Are you going to go one direction or another direction, or are you just going to do all kind of things like me? They say to go with a niche. I don't know if you know what you want to do that way. Go ahead and tell us about your channel, Aubrey.
Oh, man, my channel is just I'm trying to call it dog bone crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a dog lover. I love dogs. And of course, Butch and I being old devil dogs, that kind of goes along with it. But I love dogs, and everybody always told me I was crazy. So I'm trying to get up and started a channel called Dog Bone Crazy.
Well, you
And
can
just,
always change your name to Dog Bone Crazy on your channel. You just
yeah.
have to
And
figure out how to do it.
there he is. Look at him, my boy. That's what he looked like when I knew him. Check him out.
I'm better looking back then, maybe just a tad, but I'm pretty good looking now. All right, I'll be right back. You go ahead and talk to people for me. You got Pennsylvania Trucker. You got the Campbell Vlogs is in there. And all of them still in there. You got Ken Unger. Ken Unger's a good friend of mine. He's always watching our stuff. So just tell them about your channel, man, what you've done so far.
Yeah, we're just trying to get up. You know, as you all well know, Butch has had Breaking Traditions was the original channel for quite a number of years, and then he changed up to BT and Betty's Adventures in the Philippines. And what's real interesting, it took us about 30 years to find each other. We were just like this in Okinawa. You know, we were two of the only Southern boys, so we really, you know, teamed up on that aspect of things. And then years when we came home from Okinawa, we're reunited, and he would come down to Alabama and visit me and stuff. And then we lost each other for 30 years, about 31 years. And then through Facebook, we found each other again and started talking. And he let me know that he had this YouTube channel going and got me interested in doing the same thing. So I'm trying to get one called Dog Bone Crazy. And what I want to do is just find cool, neat stuff to look at and then say, ain't that dog bone crazy? And, you know, everybody always told me I was crazy. So crazy is as crazy does, you know. So that's going to be my thing, just dog bone crazy. Whatever we can find cool to look at.
Well,
That's
man,
dog bone crazy.
you get all kind of viewers over there because you do interesting stuff. You guys check out some of his real short, but he's just now getting started, so he don't have a direction or anything yet. But you can check out some of his videos and help him out a little bit, get started here. And there you go. You can just put it up there instead. But you know what? Take a picture with your camera on your phone, and then there's a little thing in here that says start and stop camera. When you stop camera, it show your avatar up there. You know, when you got to get up and go to the head or something. Anyway, ain't nobody talking right now, but we still got 5 people.
We're doing all the talking. How come we're not hearing from anybody else? They don't want to come in and tell us what's going on with them and what's going on.
I put a link up there for them to come on up whenever they want to, but these guys are probably getting ready for work or working or getting ready for bed or now some of them's here in the Philippines, so they're just now getting up like the Campbell family. The Campbell
all these different time zones in the world. You know, it's what's crazy about this whole internet thing. We can just
So
it's just wild.
You get used to that. I had somebody on here one time. He was talking to me. He's from Nairobi.
Oh man, we can get all on that. If y'all guys want to talk to some real Kenyans, people who grew up and lived in and around Nairobi, I can make that happen any day of the week. We can talk Swahili and all that kind of stuff.
He said, Pennsylvania Trucker says it's cold as hell in Minnesota. And then he says, thanks for your service, guys. He's thanking us for service there, Aubrey. And then he says, I'm eating right now. My food just got here. So he's about to go to work, you know, again.
Well, we need to thank him for his service, because if he's out there driving that truck, that's where I get my stuff from. It comes in on a truck.
Yeah, everybody's talking about that now. We could talk about that right there. I don't know. He'd probably know a little bit more about it than we would, but I know the supply lines during this COVID went to hell, and we're having a hard time getting supplies. Even, you know, it's different over here, but it's still the same thing. Go to the store and you won't get no onions because they ain't none, you know, or go one day and you won't get no damn garlic because they ain't none, or go one day, you know, because the supply supply chain has busted. They trying though. I see trucks all the time. I don't know if that's true or not true. What do you think about it there, Mark?
Well, one thing too, we got the Mississippi River is going really dry, and we get a tremendous amount of our commodities and goods going up and down that river on those barges. And when that river's going dry, it makes it harder pushing barges up and down. And sometimes things come in on the barge, and they go back up on a truck, and it's just vice versa. The transportation link is just vast, and we're going through a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah, a Pennsylvania trucker says he believes it's going to get worse.
I do too. I do too. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better.
I believe they let it go too long, and it's just it's going to come down a haymaker on us pretty hard here for a while. But
that's the great thing about everybody that's been in the military has a job, and I love everybody. I don't like that inter-military animosity crap. I think it's like a ball team. Everybody has a position on the team, and we're all very important. But us Marines, we're so instilled in that adapt, overcome, and improvise, and just get through. And I really want to try to pass that on to other people in the country. We can make it through these trying and turbulent times.
We will. America always does, but got to have some hard times. Everybody's got to have some hard times. I have hard times sometimes. You just don't know about it because I don't say nothing about it. Anyhow, so we got Mark saying it's going to get worse, and he says they say we're going to be at a low or out of fuel around Thanksgiving. So
I have done some checking on that. From everything I can pull up online, that's a farce. We're not running out of diesel, and we're not going to run out of fuel. From what I can find out there on the internet, I don't watch television. I pull up things on the internet and things like that, but I think that's bull crap. I don't think we're going to run out of fuel.
Well, they could just shortage it themselves and charge a higher price for it. That's what they could do, Mark. That's just the way the big oil companies do sometimes. And them Saudi Arabian people over there, they got a finger on that. They own half the stuff in America anyway. There's trillionaires over there. They don't have to listen to nobody. They don't have taxes. Some of them, the king of Saudi Arabia, he ain't got no taxes, so he can do whatever he wants to about the oil over there. And with $1 trillion in the bank, his vault or whatever it is, he ain't got to worry about that.
Well, one time he was talking about things of that nature way back in the past. He said, I don't care. I'll feed my people on date milk if I have to. I don't care whether I get any milk from the United States. We'll eat date milk and eat dates, So.
Yeah, he just got plenty of money. They ain't got no problems with that. But I don't think they want to make the world suffer really as much as people think. They just want a little bit more money for that almighty oil. That's why everybody's got to think about. And I'm saying think about. I'm not saying run out and do. Getting you an alternate way about things. I know that the trucks push the stuff around everywhere, but they're going to have to come up eventually with an alternate way of pushing stuff around. That's going to cost less and be able to feed the country. Otherwise, you're going to have a bunch of starving kids.
Well, one thing too, people may just have to come to the grips with the fact that we're going to have to learn how to live with less and just learn how to survive. Yeah,
you're going to have to live with less. I do that now. When I moved to the Philippines, I'm about probably the only one that can say this. And I don't know anybody else that can say this. I hope y'all can correct me if I'm wrong about it here. He said it's going to get worse. Let's see. Now he drives a truck now, Aubrey. So they say we're going to be low or out of fuel around Thanksgiving. That's people he works. He's not doing your internet. I wouldn't trust the internet anyway. But he's not doing the internet thing. Let's see what he says here. He says, I just know my fuel tanks are 140 gallons each side. So I can go a long ways with 280 gallons of fuel so I can make it to my to my pew pew and hunt.
Yeah,
So he's a big hunter in Marcus.
I've been around a truck before.
Yeah. He says, I know I can make it somewhere and hunt if I gotta eat. So that's what he's trying to tell us. He said he don't know what if they talking out their butt or not. You don't ever know. I tell you what, the country.
I would say this. I don't think you have anything to worry about. I don't think we're going to run out of diesel fuel.
They'll go run out of everything else. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. That's the thing. I think there's going to be
water's out of the Mississippi. They said something about the Salt Lake. The Great Salt Lakes is drying up too. Of course, they don't push nothing across the Salt Lakes. But I'll tell you what it does. It kills the ecosystem. There'll be dead birds everywhere because they can't eat that brine. When they eat it, it'll be too salty. You see what I'm saying?
Well, anyway. I think there may be plenty of diesel fuel out there. The biggest worry I have, are they going to have anything to haul?
Yeah, well, they have plenty to haul if they can get to the coast. Hey, yeah,
but can we eat it?
There's ships still sitting out on the coast that, yeah, and in the whole country, we grow enough food, feed 3 or 4 countries over there. But I don't know if we're going to have enough rice over here. You know what I'm saying?
Man, the Filipino people made it through World War II, man. They'll make anything.
I'll make it, and we'll make it, but the Philippines don't grow all the rice that they eat. They buy it from Texas, man. So if Texas ain't pumping out no rice, if the Mississippi's going dry and all that rice down in Louisiana and Texas ain't getting enough water, what's going to happen? You know what I mean?
Oh.
All right. There's something.
I think we'll be okay.
I do too. We always have. Joe and Jazzy down in Georgia are on now. Hoorah, Marines.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, Semper
we got some Georgia folks.
Joe lives down there around Albany or somewhere, or down in South Georgia, down really closer to you than me, I think.
Well, down around Albany, that's around them Army boys, ain't it? Ain't that Albany, Georgia?
I think he's there. I think he's down in there somewhere, or down near Columbus one. But he was in the Marine Corps. He's a cop. He's a ex-cop. He's retired now, but he was in the Marine Corps for a long time. He's a devil dog from way back. He's actually a little older than us, and he's Semper Fi there, Joe. Thanks for coming on. I got my friend Aubrey here. I was telling folks that we just talk about anything. I was going to talk about 13A visa, but I was going to make a new banner, but I didn't. I was busy trying to get Aubrey on here. He's on his phone there back in Birmingham, Alabama. So y'all are close together there, Joe. He says, hoorah, Marine. Hello, everyone from Georgia, USA.
Well, tell him I said hoorah back, and I'm glad
he can hear you.
I'm glad that he's retired from the police officer thing. Here in Birmingham, Alabama, it's about one of the most dangerous cities in the Southeast, if not in the country. And we're having a real big problem here with hiring and retaining police officers because they just don't want to do the job, and I don't frankly blame them.
Yeah, it's pretty dangerous nowadays. Joe hadn't been retired too awfully long. He's talking about going back, but I don't know. That Georgia is just as bad as Birmingham, Atlanta, and the surrounding cities. Pretty dangerous over there, Joe. Maybe go back and do a desk job or something, but I don't know if I go out there and hit the beat. But I don't think he's going to do that anyway. He's married to a Filipina and lives right there in Georgia.
Down in old Albany.
You're going to come back over to the Philippines, Joe. Now, we got the Campbells in here too, Joe. Let's see. Retired 11 months ago now. He's been retired 11 months. We got the Campbells in here, and they're from over there in Zambales, in northern Zambales, and towards San Felipe and that area up in there. And I know you met your wife. You told me one time up north or somewhere around north somewhere. I can't even remember. I'm sorry. I shouldn't even said that because I don't even remember. Tell me, Joe, where did you meet your wife over here at? We're just talking about everything today. We're just talking about anything and everything. We're talking about gas prices. Now, I've seen a little thing about Mark that the gas prices, this job last 3 years, he said he don't want no more of it. He said that he retired 11 months ago, and he was on the desk job for the last 3 years, done with that job. Joe, you can come up here if you want to. I'll throw that link out here. Shift.
Go fishing and hunting. Just enjoy life.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he is. You know, he plays guitar, mighty fine guitar. He's a collector of old things like you are too. There, Aubrey. He's got the first set of walkie-talkies he ever had when he was a little boy in the '60s. Little, you know, the big ones. You know, they were big, kind of big. You know, now they're
Oh
just little.
man, I had a set of. I think they were from Radio Shack. You know, they were back in those days. I think they probably had 12 channels, and then you had your little Morse code key on there. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, I had you up there by yourself. Let me see if I can add 3 people instead of 2. There's 3 right there. Oh, okay, you over there by yourself. I don't like that. Let's see what this one does. He was on the desk job. And there's a link if you want to come up here and sing us a song, Joe. I don't mind. He plays pretty good guitar there, Aubrey. We'll get him up here with us.
You know, we love that type of thing.
Be 3 Marines on one panel. What about that? That's insane. I ain't never
Hey
seen 3
man,
Marines on panel.
that could be dangerous.
That might be. Joe's a big old boy now. He plays guitar, sings, and wow, he just come on up, Joe. You got time to come up? He met Jazzy, his Filipino wife, in 2015. We'll be married 7 years. There's Joe. Let's let Joe in here. Maybe Joe will sing a song. Now he can sing and play. He's an old country boy from Georgia.
There he is. I see that guitar.
Yeah, Joe. How you doing, Joe?
Good. How's it going?
Yeah,
hey, happy birthday on the 10th.
yeah. Hey, man, you gonna sing us a song?
You want to hear one?
Yeah, I want to hear a song.
What song I do last? You know?
I don't. CCR song is what I liked when that one you sung. Yeah, that's it. All right, Joe. They did a really good job on that. And I remember last time too. He can sing a lot. He can sing anything he wants, just about. Let
Nah,
me
I
let
need
me
to
check.
go.
Let me check something here. You guys carry on. But yeah, Aubrey was in the Marine Corps with me back in the '90s when Pinatubo exploded, and I was telling him that you was a little bit older than us because you're retired now, right?
Yeah.
So you probably went in the early '80s.
I joined in 1979.
There you go.
And I left for boot camp on Thanksgiving Day, 1980.
Oh wow!
I
I was in during the Thanksgiving.
I spent Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's.
I did I did all the holidays at Paris Island. I got there. I think I did Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. I graduated right in the early part of January.
Guess who I hooked up with a couple years back?
Oh, this is gonna trip you out.
My drill instructor.
Yeah, I don't think I want to hook up with mine. I think me and him have problems.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
He still yells. He still yells at me on Facebook.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. That's one thing we got, though, a little bit of, oh, here's somebody else. Oh, let's let the trucker in here, too.
Hey, my drill instructor always told us, if I ever catch you, I want to see that piece of brass. And if that brass is shiny, I'm going to buy you a beer. If that brass ain't shiny, well, I can't cuss on YouTube, but so he told us what's going to happen if I catch you and that brass ain't shiny. I would love to run into any of the three of the hats I had, drill instructors. It'd be great.
Hello, Mark. Welcome aboard.
Yeah, thank you. I'm smoking cigarettes. So I got to hang out in the bathroom here by the vent.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you about to go to work tonight, or are you going in the morning?
No, I got to go in the morning, do a drug test and some paperwork.
Oh, new company?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome aboard. Let us know how it's going. Is it cold up there in Minnesota? So he's in Minnesota, guys, so we're all down here. Y'all are in the South. I'm sure it's cold in Georgia. Is it cold over in Birmingham?
It's pretty chilly. It was really chilly this morning, and now the sun is starting to go down. It's getting back kind of chilly again.
Back in a few minutes. I'll stay in the pit. Never mind.
It's not freezing or anything down here in Georgia, but I had to turn the heat on the other night.
Yeah. Well, it's 80 degrees here. I just got checked. So I'm doing
well.
I just now turned daylight. Where'd you say you met, Jesse?
Nueva Vizcaya.
That's up north, right?
Yeah, north of Manila and Quezon. You go through I forget the name of the highway, but it goes through a mountain pass. It's famous, called Dalton's Pass.
Yeah.
You go out through the mountains and
Is it above English City? I mean, is it above me in Pampanga?
Yeah. It's have you ever heard of Solano?
Yeah, is it up towards 100 Islands up that way?
Yeah.
So it's really more towards Bill Pruitt. You remember Bill Pruitt, right?
Yeah.
He's got a place going up right now up there in north of Baguio, which is actually a couple hours north of Baguio, which is a place called Bangar, and it's on the inlet. It's a really nice house he's building up there, but it's about 7.5 hours for me, and it's about 8.5 hours for me now because the earthquake put part of the mountain over the road up that way. So you got to go all the way around that stuff. So it's another hour.
Baguio is kind of like on the west of Nueva Vizcaya on the other side of the mountains.
Okay. You're more in central Luzon then, not near the coast.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. I'm in central Luzon. I'm in Pampanga, but I'm way out here by Mount Riot. So you'd probably just due north of me if I kept going for a couple hours, way up through there.
There was Solano.
I
remember, and Bayambong was another little town, and I used to think that was fun to say, Bayambong. Where you going? Bayambong. But and her little place is called Aritao.
Yeah. You do you are y'all planning on coming back anytime, Joe?
Yeah, I think maybe in the spring. I want to get back over there. Jassy just got her citizenship and her U.S. passport and everything, so she's
So
done.
now she can get a dual citizenship if she comes back.
Right.
Yeah. So you're good to go on that. That's great. It's going to take me 2 years to get mine. Get hers. But when we get it, she will get a green card, they say. Mecho Marco is here. How you doing, Marco? She's I don't know where she's at. Anyway, go ahead there, Mark. How you doing?
I'm just sitting here listening to you guys bullshit.
Yeah, we're there's 3 Marines on this panel. We'll bullshit till at the end. That's what we do best.
I have a brother that was in Marines.
All right, then you count. You're in the panel for the rest of the day. I'm trying to find the what do you call it on my studio, that I can't find it to turn on the monetization anywhere.
What's the temp in Minnesota today?
Probably like 25 degrees.
Yeah.
That's probably warm too for Minnesota.
Yeah.
We think we're cold down here in Birmingham. We got nothing on no Minnesota.
Nope.
My family's all up in Michigan, around Kalamazoo.
Oh, yeah?
They just got hit with that lake effect snow that hit Buffalo, New York.
Oh, they were getting hit hard up there, like 6 foot Buffalo got.
Wow.
Yeah.
They've been digging out all this weekend.
Yeah.
That's a lot of snow, guys.
So I sent everybody a picture of a Georgia beach.
I remember roughly about 10 years ago, I was up there. I had a load of bagels on, and it was a whiteout. I couldn't make my delivery, so I pulled in. It was like Egan or something like that.
Muskegon?
New York. It was up around Buffalo. So I pulled into a Tractor Supply parking lot and sat there waiting for a storm pass. Well, just sat there. So I said, well, hell this, I'm going to bed. Next morning, I remember getting up. I opened up my truck door and pushing snow away from the truck. So I had to call 911, get rescued from there. Sheriff's office and the fire department came and got me out.
Wow.
To the station. I sat there for 3 days.
My gosh. Yeah, that's dangerous, isn't it? I tell you what, I seen a thing where some diabetics, a man and a woman that were older, in their 70s, got stuck in that storm, and
Wow.
they ran out of insulin, man. So that's a wild thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You could die out there because you can't get the medication. That's bad.
Right.
I finally found this on YouTube. I'm not really there, guys. I'm trying to communicate. I'll be back just 1 second. I finally found my page that I turn on my monetization. So I've been here this whole time without any pay, but at least I got an hour in, right? Oh my gosh, I'm going to stay on. I've got a whole hour in now. I'm just going to stay on and just talk to you guys for a while. Let's see. We got 4 people in the panel. I can have up to, I can have 4 people, or I can have up to 6 people, can I? With no, what do you call it?
Subscription.
Yeah. Okay, I'm back. I got it going now. So I'm going to stay on a few more hours to get me some money. Maybe. The good thing
You gonna
about
say hello to the guys? You know you're named after diesel soot.
yeah, it's a nice looking dog there, buddy. Yeah, guys, I was going to say, if y'all don't mind looking up Aubrey Watson, he's in Birmingham, Alabama. He's my old Marine Corps buddies.
And you had the cookie recognizer.
Yeah, don't turn no sound on there, Aubrey, or it'll bleed.
I ain't touched nothing.
Oh no, that was Mark.
Guys, I'm on the Facebook page.
Okay. Anyway,
Phones.
yeah. If you want to look at it, I'll mute you if you want me to. The thing is, Aubrey is over there in
Who's
Birmingham.
gonna ring in? Cat got your tongue?
He just now started his YouTube channel. If you guys would check him out, maybe he'll grow a little bit and get encouraged and stuff. He's a like I said, my Marine buddy from way back, and he might need a helping hand from you guys to go check him out if you don't care. Everybody in there. Let me check in who since Drone Effects has come in. Hello guys, hello Drone Effects. Let's put you up here. So yeah, if you guys can go over and check out Aubrey's channel and give him a holler every now and then and thumbs up or whatever. Let me see. I would put his channel up, but I ain't got a page up to find it with. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm just getting started here. I haven't got all the bugs worked out.
Yeah, but you got to start.
We'll get better.
You got to start somewhere, Aubrey. So we'll get you on the way there. At least get you a few subscribers and get started in the right direction there. And maybe somebody can comment and lead you to the right direction and what people want to see in Birmingham, Alabama. I don't know. What about you guys? What would you like to see from Birmingham, Alabama? Nope, no answers. They don't want to see nothing from Birmingham, Alabama.
I want to see the governor.
I can tell you what I'd like to see about Birmingham, Alabama. In my rear view mirror.
Yeah, Sweet Home Alabama. You could sing that, can't you, Joe?
I haven't played in a long time.
The governor, you don't see the governor, you got to sing about it and he'll come.
Meemaw? We call her Meemaw down
They love
here.
the governor, don't they?
We call her Meemaw.
Mark Leptis.
Governor Ivy, Governor K. Ivy.
The Muscle Shoals, Alabama.
Yeah, got the Swampers.
Yeah, they. I never knew that was an actual place. I didn't know
It
what
is.
it was. And one night I was working on the night shift, and I answered the phone. It was an officer from Muscle Shoals.
Muscle Shoals. You know, I think me and Aubrey got lost in Muscle Shoals, Alabama one time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We were close.
We was close too, and we was drinking Budweiser, and I was in a little old Fiero, and I think we was in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. As a matter of fact, we didn't know where the heck we was. We didn't even know we was in Alabama. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't run into you that day.
A lot of musical history in Muscle Shoals. There's a great studio up there, and they did a lot of music recording up there in Muscle Shoals.
They sure did.
There was a challenge going around Facebook or YouTube. I think it started on Facebook, but all the different police departments would do a lip sync to a song.
Yeah.
Muscle Shoals did Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh yeah. Muscle Shoals. I believe we was pretty close to there one night. Aubrey, what you think?
I can't really remember.
Would you come on back up whenever you want to, Mark?
Have you been getting a bunch of notifications on Facebook about the Camp Lejeune water?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
And I'm right past the thing for when I served at Lejeune. I'm right past it. I'm in 88 when I was in 87 in 88. 88, yeah. I was in 1988 when I was in Camp Lejeune. Then I went on
the TV
here.
The TV here, all the commercials on regular television constantly are just flooded with commercials about that. If you served at Camp Lejeune from 1953 to 1987, the whole water system was contaminated. I got there right at the cutoff point around January or so. I reported to Courthouse Bay, to engineer school. So I'm right at the cutoff date, but there are some commercials that do say up to 88.
I was there 81 and 82, so I contacted one of those lawyers, and they're handling it for me because I got an illness associated.
Yeah, and I do too. I've got a kidney tumor that the VA's diagnosed as, being.
Well, did you get there in 88 or did you get there in 87?
I got there in 88, the first month or second month. Yeah, February.
I did my whole time there. I was there at 8th Engineers for 2.5 years,
Yeah, so
except for, I
you
did a
already turned in
CAX.
for it there, Aubrey. You already turned in for it anyway. I'm going to turn in for it just because I'm so close to the deadline. They might even just
I
let
did,
me. You never know.
I did our 12 months in Okinawa, and then, with the exception, I was in Panama for Operation Just Cause and Promote Liberty. And then I did a CAX in California, combined arms exercise out in 29 Palms. But my whole entire tour in the Marine Corps was at Camp Lejeune.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know, here's something funny about that. The commanding general at Camp Lejeune at the time when I was there was Bill Cassidy. And lo and behold, he moved to Albany, Georgia, and he sat on the hospital board as one of the what do you call them that sit on boardsmen, making health decisions for everybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Aubrey, you should put in for it. Even just call one of them lawyers, tell them your information. They'll send it to you for you. You ain't got to do nothing. They'll just take 25% of your pay if you get anything.
They're talking 50%.
Well, they do, okay. They get 50% of your initial back pay is all they get.
Right.
They won't get anything after that.
Well, it's not a VA claim. You're actually suing Camp Lejeune.
Oh, really?
And you can file a VA claim separately.
Through that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'd get with them if I was you.
But what they'll do is they'll ask you a million questions. Some clerk will ask you a million questions, and you got to have dates and times and all this kind of stuff. And then they'll send you something in the mail, and you have to answer all those questions again. And then lo and behold, a couple of weeks later, they send me an email with the same forms on it and stuff I had to send back to them. But I've called them a couple of times. I had a couple of concerns like, okay, what happens if I die before this thing's settled? Does my wife get it? That kind of stuff. And
well, they going to give her the benefit if you do die?
Yeah. And another question I had, what if I get sick with something else before this is settled?
Yeah.
And they've already filed. You know what I mean?
So it's going to take them many years to do anything, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'll probably be dead.
Maybe not. We got Miyagi. We got Checkerback, Pennsylvania Checkerback.
I'm kind of hoping that I'm not entitled to any damn thing. That means I don't have any problems.
That's right.
I really don't want that money.
Miyagi, good morning to you, Miyagi. Miyagi's here in the Philippines with me now, but he's not here. He's just near here. There's another one we could put on the panel as Marine Corps.
One question you got to ask yourself: did I even drink water at Camp Lejeune, or did all I drink?
Well, I'm going to tell you what, the real true story about that. I did drink water, and it tastes like crap.
Yeah. Whenever
I was in Courthouse Bay, I'd run my PT sessions, and at the end of the PT, we go up and he hit the water bowl, and it was awful. It was the worst taste of water ever I tasted. But maybe that was the stuff they were trying to correct it with that was in it. I don't know.
There's
some of it was dingy too. But when you run 3 miles, you got to drink.
Right.
One of the things that I wonder about being a heavy equipment operator is, even after all that was over with, we had a sand lot, and we washed our equipment on that sand lot. Did they take all that sand up and wash it when we're up under that stuff, digging around in the sand, greasing those pieces of equipment? Even though the situation or the issue might have been passed, did they clean all that sand that we dug around in? And the question, did we drink any water? My God, we drank tons of water. We took showers 3 times a day. When you PT and you train, you drink tons of water.
Yeah.
You know where the contamination started?
From what I hear, it was from some fuel contamination, and also the fire retardant chemicals somehow leaked into the water.
But the biggest thing, when you go out the main gate at Lejeune, there's that major strip that goes towards town.
Yeah.
But there was dry cleaning, several dry cleaning places that were up along there. And those chemicals from that dry cleaning place.
That's what I heard too, Joe.
Sipped
The chemicals
down
from
in
dry
the
cleaning.
ground and it got into the well system.
Yeah.
We're at Camp Johnson and what's the name of that airstrip over there? New River Airstrip.
New River, yeah. New
Yeah.
River.
Tarawa 1, Tarawa 2 housing, and then
Tarawa Terrace.
Had Not Point.
Tarawa Terrace.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had a bridge company over there on what's that beach right there? Onslow Beach. They had a bridge company work there all the time. The water on Onslow Beach supposed to have been part of it too. Contamination.
Yeah. All that goes into that inlet.
Yeah.
That separates like the main.
That's the New River Inlet.
Yeah, we went over and trained with the bridge company every now and then because, that was part of our engineer field anyway. Some people got put in bridge companies. I wish I'd have got a bridge company. That would have been fun. I love them bridges. that was awesome. Putting them
I worked
together.
with the bridges a lot, being a heavy equipment operator, because we had to unload them and then load them back up. And then when we would do pontoon bridges, I'd use my D7 dozer to push the ponts in the water.
The Hatchers here. There's a bunch of Marines up here, Hatchers. You come on up, Joe. You're welcome. You're welcome. Good morning to you there too, Hapsters. Aloha from Hawaii from the Hapsters. This is my Marine buddy right here, Hapsters. And Joe, he was in the Marines too. We just up here, and I'm trying to get him a YouTube channel started. His YouTube channel is called Aubrey Watson. If you guys get a chance to check out his channel. These guys always support each other. So the Hapsters is a good one to watch there, Aubrey. If you get a chance, she's down in my things right now. Let me send her a link to she might come up and say hello. Let's see.
I want the title of mine to be Dog Bone Crazy, because I love dogs and I'm a devil dog.
I like
I
getting
want mine to be Dog Bone Crazy.
Semper Fi.
Semper Fi, she says. Hapsters. Now her husband was in the Navy, I think, or he is Air Force. And they're stationed in Hawaii, man.
Yeah.
And now I think he's a civilian now and works for the government. Semper Fi, she says to us. And Sean Tuber's here. Hello, Sean Tuber. Anybody want to come up? You can come up. We just come about we're 3 Marines up here just talking about Courthouse Bay and the water situation we had. At the time, I tell you, the water was pretty rough. I remember that. I do remember that. Later on, after I think in the early 2000s, the Marine Corps did they sent me to a urologist, and he went in and looked at my kidney. My kidney was just hurting me all the time back then. He gave me some medicine and stuff, but I had a tumor on my kidney that's it was about an orange size when it was hurting. Now it's down to a golf ball, so who knows? And Joe's waving at everybody. Hello, Sean Tuber. Anyway, there's y'all link. If you'll come up, I'll put you right up on the panel. We just talked about Marine Corps stuff. All of us was in the Marine Corps, and it's not past our birthday too long. And so I thought I'd have a show with me and Aubrey and any other Marine and anybody else that wants to come up that's my friends in this panel. You can come on up and say hello and gripe at us or whatever. Joe's done sung us a song. You'll sing another song, Joe?
Yeah, I'll do another one.
All right. Well, I'm going to mute myself, and you just go right ahead, buddy.
Stepped on a pop top, blew up my flip flop, cut my heel, had to cruise on back home. There's booze in the blender, thousand concoction that helps me hang on. Wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker salt. Some people claim that there's a woman blame, but I know it's my own damn fault.
Heck yeah, Jimmy Buffett. I like the old parrot heads. I'm old parrot head. I like old Jimmy Buffett. Or dadgummit, Jimmy Buffett's been around a while, hasn't he? He's been with a lot of country singers too. Really, his songs are kind of country to me.
Yeah, they are. I think they classify it as Southern rock or country rock.
Yeah, he just he goes. I know he's done a couple songs with a couple country boys that turned out really good. What was it? That one feller that his feet in the sand or something like that, and he had Jimmy Buffett on there. Oh, Alan Jackson and him sung a bunch of songs together.
Yeah.
Jackson from Georgia.
5
Yeah.
o'clock. 5 o'clock somewhere. I think I remember.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
And who's that guy that sings that song about his toes in the sand going down to Mexico?
Yeah, I like that one too. But that was Jimmy Buffett and him too, right? Yeah. Anyway, guys, I thought I'd have you guys up here and talk about the Marine Corps a little bit. What was your rank in the Marine Corps there, Joe?
Sergeant.
Yeah, that's right. And so you was enlisted. That's what I was getting at. You was enlisted in the Marine Corps. Everybody is enlisted in the Marine Corps. I had a guy in my motorcycle club, a United States Military Vets MC. Have you ever heard of those guys? I mean, being in law enforcement stuff, because they're not a 1% club. They're a neutral club, and they invite all veterans that ride bikes to come and join the. They're really close to a 1% club, but they don't do any illegal activities. And they're neutral in the outlaws. The outlaws gang is not part of them or anything like that. We don't have, all those motorcycle clubs that start, they have to support the outlaws if they want to be a motorcycle club MC. Well, not the United States Military Vets MC. They don't have to, because we were are the biggest motorcycle club in the whole United States, and we're a neutral because we can't be anything else and represent the military, right? So it's not an illegal corporation, but that we thought that the Outlaws tried to and was formed in 1986. The Outlaws tried to ban them and said, no, you can't wear a MC patch, But they figured out that we were so many of us that the Outlaws couldn't do nothing about it. So they kind of just leave us alone now. I mean, a bunch of military veterans that tote guns, the Outlaws don't want to mess with us too much. But anyway, they're still my group back in Chancellor, Georgia up there. I love those guys, and they support each other. If you ever want to support a motorcycle club or something like that, those guys are the one to do it with. And I know you got a chapter down around you too, Joe. Georgia's got 17 chapters going.
Oh.
So, yeah. So if you ever see a group to support, right there would be a one to support, because they're really a bunch of good guys and help military veterans. And a bunch of Marines in there too. And I was trying to get Aubrey, there's one right there near you in Birmingham that you can go by down there and hang out and say hello to the veterans, and those guys help each other, and they help each other get started on programs that I think you should go try out to at least get your tinnitus started, buddy. I know you got a ringing in your ears because you hung out with me. I blew up everything,
I never have really cared much for the club type thing. It's kind of like being in the mafia. They'll tell you that they love you and all that stuff, and then when you're not a part of the group anymore, you're not worth anything. I think the only brotherhood that I've ever felt that I really belonged to was being a Marine. So maybe we should have started a motorcycle club called Uncle Sam's Motorcycle Club.
Well, there is one in Dalton, Georgia, Uncle Sam's Motorcycle Club. There you go,
But
and it's all Marines.
I don't really, I don't care. And I know this sounds ugly, but I don't care for any type of thing like a motorcycle club or anything like that. It's just like the mafia, you know. They
Some
don't
of
care
them,
nothing about you.
this one I'm talking about ain't like the mafia. It's not like the mafia. It's different. Anyway, that's my take on it. You go to just matter of factly, I've just been trying to get you to go to the VA period. Go down to the VA. What do you call it, Joe? The Veterans
VA office. The VA office.
Yeah, go down there and at least check in with them, Albert.
You can do everything online right now.
You can?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, now, I didn't know that, or I'd be doing something. Just go to the VA?
Yep.
VA.gov.
VA.gov.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
I encompass so many people who run and try to get something from the government, and and they holler they went through all this stuff, and a lot of them never did anything but sit in the damn warehouse and count boxes.
Yeah, well, it's hard to deal with them. It's a bunch of red tape, but you got to fill out the right forms, answer the right questions, and you get in. The VA, medical, you go eventually, Aubrey. You're going to, if you're sick like you ain't sick like me, but if you was, you're gonna have the VA. You're gonna have to go visit them. You're gonna have to get in there and at least be on their program. The program is that you're in the system, the red little tape. That's all it is. And then you can go see a VA doctor, or if you're too far and you ain't got no transportation or something like that, they will supply you a place that you can get to easily.
Well, I'm 54 years old, and I can still outwork most young bucks. And I feel like when I get to the point where I can't get up and go do anything anymore, then I'm going to start screaming for help. But as long as I can get up every day and get on my feet and go out there and work and do the best I can, that's what I'm going to do. And then when I can't do that anymore, then I'm going to scream, hey, I need help.
Too, but what happens when you can't do it at all, and then you can't get down there and you can't sign up and you're not in the system, and it takes you so long to get in the system anyway, then what, Aubrey? You need to go ahead.
I don't know. You tell me what's good. We don't even know the future of this country and what we're going to have. We talk about these rumors running out of diesel fuel and running out of supplies and running out of whatever. So we don't know what's going to come in the future. There may not be anything to give.
Yeah. But, if you don't sign up, you're not in the system. I'm in the system, but I don't go but every 6 months or so. See, the Hapster says hello to Kevin. Sean Tuber said hello to Kevin. You'll come up and say hello to everybody. Kevin, I got a link here. I'll throw it out there. And so
well, guys, I got to drop down. I got some things I got to do. And
all right, Joe, Semper Fi. Looks like you're feeling bad. I hope you feel better.
I'm a little tired, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Me too.
I watched
too
much TV today, I guess.
You come on back whenever I'm up here. Just let me know you're in, and I'll let you back in here.
All right. You take care.
It's good to meet you, Joe. You take care and be careful over there, buddy.
All right. Bye.
Was it down to just me and you?
Just me and you, unless old Big Kevin comes up here.
Somebody will come on in there.
Big Kevin's in Kentucky. I thought Big Kevin come on up. I throw the link out there, Kevin. When I see you, I'll pop you up here. Sean Tuber, let's see. There's my link. And hello, sis, to
If I knew how to invite somebody in here, I would, but I'm afraid I'll lose everybody by hitting the wrong damn button.
You can't invite anybody in here, buddy. You can't get anybody in here but on my stream, but that's good because you never know whenever one of these guys that wants to come in here are crazy and mess up your stream. Some of them mess up your stream, they'll start showing porno on your stream.
Oh, I hate that.
I mean, seriously, there's some guys that's done that before. But yeah, I thought I'd get up. Guys, what it is.
I just reported a chick the other day about posting up crack smoking. Anything to do with my page, channel, or anything. I don't want nothing to do with that because people will start thinking that I'm affiliated with that, and I'm not.
Yeah. So anyway, listen, guys, me and Aubrey went in the Marine Corps together, and we thought we'd do. I have to tell them again all the time because you never know. We thought we'd do this little live stream. Start out, we might start doing one every Monday or something like this. And it's Monday here. It's what, Sunday evening there in the States?
It is Sunday evening here in Birmingham.
Yeah, and so and everywhere else we got the Hapsters. They're in Hawaii, so I don't know what time it is there. But
they should let us come over there and go scuba diving.
Yeah. They will let you come over there and go scuba diving. What are you talking about? That's some good folks right there. Sean, I don't know exactly what state Sean.
We didn't even told everybody about our crazy scuba diving adventures.
No, we're gonna save that for another show. We're gonna save it for another show. I mean, really, we'll sit down and talk about it. But what I'm gonna do is, let's see what time it is. It's just an hour and 30 minutes right now. We can stay here all day if you want to, or all night. Or you got something to do?
I ain't got nobody tell me nothing. Shit, I do what I want to do. Excuse me, I said the S word. Sorry, folks.
Yeah. Here's
I
the hat.
Sometimes
Hatcher said she'd rather scuba dive in the Philippines. There you go. Me too. It's beautiful here diving. Let's see. Here we go. Nap time for the Hapsters. Goodbye, Hapsters. Thanks for coming. Aloha. And Sean Tuber said aloha to the Hapsters.
I'm on a little phone here, so I'm having to chase my camera around.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, Aubrey is one of my really good friends from the Marine Corps. We spend a lot of time together. If you can, go over and subscribe to him. Love, 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 Hamsters. Aubrey Watson. I'll put his link up if I can find it on my thing here. Big Kevin, there you are. I see you in the thing. Here comes Big Kevin. Add to the stream, Big Kevin. Come on up here. There you are, Big Kevin. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, how's Kentucky treating you up there?
Hey, man, it's cold.
It's cold.
Yeah, it's around 20, 23, 25 degrees outside.
Yeah. So you ain't hanging around outside, right?
No. I went to church today and then hurry up and went back home.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I like that hat.
Yeah, I do too. That's
Thank
like
you,
Indian. It's like Indian, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
My youngest son lives in Middlesboro, Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm living in over in Madisonville.
Huh?
He played football for a little college called Union College. It's a little Christian college. He got a football scholarship.
Let me see if I can find Aubrey Watson's channel here. And copy it and throw it up there. Anyway, Aubrey's a old Marine buddy of mine, and he started a channel. I got him to go and started on one. He's not done much, but maybe you can hook him up a little bit there, Kevin. Go check him out. I'll get his link here. It's called Aubrey Watson, but I'm having problems finding stuff anyway.
I'm trying to call my channel Dogbone Crazy.
Yeah, you should say that right now. Search for. Have you already changed it to that, Aubrey?
That's what I usually put up under a lot of my vids I shoot out.
You know, you can change the name of it so many times a year or something.
Yeah, I think you can change it like every 90 days.
Yeah. So if you want to change it to that, just let me know and we'll send it out as that whenever you do it. Aubrey Watson. Is it just Aubrey Watson?
I ain't got anything really cool out there. I just been playing around and experimenting.
Well, that's what you do. You start out playing around and experimenting, and then
just make it easy for everybody to remember the name.
Yeah.
You don't want to make it a difficult where it's hard to remember.
Right, that's why I just want to stick to Dogbone Crazy. Because I am Dogbone Crazy. I mean, you got to think about it. All of us voluntarily signed up for the Marine Corps, so we got to be a little bit doggone crazy. We didn't have to go. We didn't get drafted. We signed the line.
Yeah.
Hello, Mrs. Hopster. Goodbye, Mrs. Hopster.
Oh, she already got rid of it. She's already. Yeah,
You can say aloha means hello and aloha means goodbye. So
yeah. Aloha. Hello, goodbye. How do you get the copy the page on here?
or if you get a mouse, you could just use your right finger, then swipe, then copy and hold it down and swipe it and paste.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
And then hit copy. You know, that's what I do. You cheat.
Yeah.
Copy and then hold it down and then hit copy and then put it where you want it and then hit paste.
I have a hard time with that for some reason.
Takes practice.
Yeah, I know. And I ain't got to just write it in there, Aubrey, and I'll write it in there. Let me get back to the page we're on. Let's see. I'll just put it up there. There's Aubrey Watson. Let's see. Anyway, that's his name and his channel name. So if you guys get a chance, check him out, Aubrey Watson. And he left us, didn't he? Yep.
Yeah, he can write his name down below and then.
Yeah, I put it in the chat there. How you been, man? You been doing good up there?
Doing good. Exercising, losing weight.
That's good. Yeah. Camel Life's on again.
Trying to be happy.
You know the Campbell Life? The Campbell Life? Here in the Philippines?
I don't believe I do.
She's it's Rose that's down there earlier. Her husband's name is David. They live over in Zambales, up towards San Felipe in that area somewhere.
Is it a new channel?
They've been around a year or so. They got a lot of subscribers. They're a pretty good little channel. They tell it like it is. That's what I always like to say. They're a good one to watch. They got a lot of haters and everything like that, like everybody.
Well, we all do.
Yeah. So when I do get his thing, next live I do with Aubrey, I'll do a scroll across the bottom there, of his channel and stuff, so I can get him started. Aubrey's had a hard way a few times here. Mike stopping by. How you doing, Mike's? Mike stopping by to say hello to Mike's. How you doing? Yeah, I've been sitting here with my friend Aubrey from the Marine Corps, and we've been talking about how things are. Scotty B Show's here. Hello, Scotty B Show says, hey to BT and Big Kevin. And glad to see you in here, Big Kevin. So we was talking about the Marine Corps. I was trying to get old Aubrey to go sign up. I mean, every veteran should go sign up for their benefits, man. You know, you should get
Yeah, utilize it. Take advantage of it as much as you can.
Well, I mean, they ain't going to give it to you, you know. They ain't going to tell you come in for a checkup. They're going to tell you, you know, it's free to check it, you know. They're not going to give you a discount on your medical price unless you go in and sign up and be in the red tape, you know. It's just a process.
Right, but how many people know about it? I mean,
see, that's the whole thing. How many veterans actually go?
Right?
How many veterans actually go? Not hardly any, man, percentage-wise.
Wow.
How many millions of veterans that we've had that, you know, percentage-wise, it's so low. And know that they could get benefits for – some of them walk around, can't hear nothing from exploded bombs, you know. They should have already signed up for a
hearing aids.
Yeah, I mean, anything. You know, I used to blow up stuff. I got tinnitus, you know. But, yeah. Anyway, the Camels is a good channel to check out. Let's see who else we got. We got Mike's in here. Mike's tells it's like it is. I got if you want to come up, Mike, you can come up here and tell it like it is too. I don't care. I got Mike's now. He tells it straight up. He's had a lot of good videos out lately that explain a lot of stuff. He has reaction to people's. I was going to talk about 13A visa, but I got upset about it a little bit because people were telling me I was wrong, But I went through the process and I have my 13A visa now, so I just don't say
did it work for you, huh?
Huh?
It worked good for you, right?
Worked good for me, I mean, what it is I had all these horror stories from people on YouTube that would say, "Oh, it takes 2 years. Oh, it takes a year. Oh, you'll never get it. They hold with everything from you." Blah blah blah. So I went and I followed the instructions that the security guard gave me at the immigration, and I went and got my clearance from the MBI. The MBI clearance comes back within 5 weeks. That day I already had all my folders ready to turn into immigration, so I went on up to immigration in English City and turned it in, and free National Park Service. Yeah, I got that free National Park Service back home, Scotty B. Show, Scotty. But yeah, I turned those 2 folders in 5 weeks' time. I had my approval online. Now, there is a little bit of difference now than what they said. You don't have to have any more interviews for a 13A visa. Used to, you had to go in and have interviews. Both of you did, petitioner, petitioning. Now, no interviews. They said that you need 4. You only need 2 folders. You need 2 folders. 2, not 4, not 6, not 8, not 10. You need 2 folders. And you need time. Pennsylvania trucker back.
Hey, Mark.
They tell you at their 2 to 4 months is what they tell you at the immigration office. But whenever you turn in for it, it took me less than 5 weeks. 5 weeks. How you doing, Mike?
Doing good, man. How's everything?
I added Pennsylvania trucker, but he's not here. Doing pretty good, man. I've been watching your videos. You've been getting out there and doing a lot of videos, actually. A lot of videos.
Man, just
Chris, I've been sick, so.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. You're doing it, man. You're hustling. You're getting there, man. So I mean, that's
yeah. I was watching I was telling. I got a lot of flack for people actually that says no. Every time I went on their live stream, I tell them, "Hey, look, 13A visa process has changed in this city," And these people are from that city, and they was giving me a lot of flack, man. And they would one of them would look at me like, "No, that can't be true. That can't be true." But yeah, I was telling Big Kevin, man, I did my MBI clearance. Mm-hmm. Took 5 weeks, right at it. Went down and got it. Took my 2 folders, and look, the immigration tells you what to do. You go down there, you talk to that security guard in English City at Marquee Mall. Mm-hmm. He gives you all the forms you need right then, and he tells you exactly what to do. So you go. I went and got home, got all these forms. Went and got there's a lot of form doing. Yep. No doubt about it. But got them all, turned them in. 5 weeks later, you check every week. He said it'll be 2 to 4 months, maybe. That's what he said. He didn't know. He didn't know. It's a new system. But I checked it, and so I turned it in the 20th of or the 18th of September, and in October 20th, it was approved right there. So I go to Marquee Mall and get my receipts and everything, and it's all stamped, my passport stamped, everything. So what they were saying, what a bunch of people say, well, no way, this ain't gonna happen. You're full of shit, So I'm here to tell you it's the truth. That's how it worked. And for me, now I'm not gonna say it's gonna work that way for anybody else. I'm not gonna say
it works different for everybody. I think it depends on everybody's circumstance.
It depends a lot on your attitude, man. You go in there with attitude, and you big boisterous American,
they treat you with the attitude.
Anybody can slide that in the bottom of the pile right there, man. That's just a slide right there, you know. So yeah, I was very nice to them. They were very nice to me, and it went really well. And like I say, 5 weeks later, after I turned in my folders, I had my 13A visa. Now it's a probationary 1 year, and I have to do the same thing next year exactly, which it don't be good. But then after that, I'll never have to fool with it again. But don't let people tell you that it's impossible to do or something like that, guys. If you're out there, Miyagi, how you doing, Miyagi?
What's up, Miyagi? Yeah, it's you know, in the Philippines, it's all about paperwork. It's all about just that whole paperwork process. And if you make it easy for them to see everything, it's going to go by smoother. And also, it's going to be a big ask. Sometimes, unfortunately, as foreigners, especially if we're going to say as Americans, we have this thing that, they have a system, they should follow it. It should just happen smoothly and everything. It's just different in a different in another country. And we have to respect the fact that it is going to be a little bit slow.
There you go. Respect. That's the key. Respect each other, even on here now, guys. And I see everybody just disrespecting people that left and right. But even really here, I walk down the road and I say, "Como está?" and get feedback from everybody, and everybody smiles at me, and they tell my wife, he's really respectful of us, and he talks to us, and I try to speak their language most of the time, but I'm not very fluent, but like I get things like, is he running for mayor? Stuff like that, because they think he's so nice. Is he ready for me? So I get a lot of that, and I live way out in the province. It's 45 minutes to Miyagi knows. It's 45 minutes. Hi, Mitch Bromwell. How you doing? Different rockets launch. Okay. Yeah, I've been watching your rocket launches there from Cape Canaveral down there, and it's looking nice, man. Looks like we're going to infiltrate the moon pretty soon. To the moon.
And since Mitch, you don't have your Boracay T-shirt, man. You have not contacted me on that because I had that XXL Boracay shirt that he asked me to get him when I was in. I said he told me when I was in the Philippines. He's like, "Yo, give me a Boracay 2XL." I was like, "All right, I'll pick one up." It wasn't that hard. Mitch, still have it in the closet, just to let you know, man. So,
Mitch, you need to get hold of Mike's. Get your T-shirt, man. Are y'all close together?
No, he's a little bit farther from he's pretty close in the Orlando, Kissimmee area and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah.
But
I've been in that area. I just wanted, but the 13A, not as hard as it's going to seem to be if you do what you said. Respect the authority. Respect the authority. Because that's what they're looking for, guys. They're looking for a little respect from a cono that just shows up out of the blue, wants a visa for their country. Oh, we're just going to give it to you. No. You got to show them the respect, and you can't be going off on. I seen a guy going off on a tangent up there at the window.
Don't have an attitude.
He got nowhere. He got absolutely nowhere. And then I walk up, and I'm really nice, and I get my papers back from him, and I walk away, and he's like. And while I was walking, I said, "You need to lower your voice a little bit, dude."
These offices.
Yeah, you got to lose the attitude.
Yeah, that's a big thing here. Big thing.
Yeah, they have to put you in the. If you give them attitude, they're going to tell each other. They're going to write your name down. They have hidden blacklists. It's not
good. Sammy?
At office.
How you doing, Sammy?
Mm-hmm.
They definitely have that denied.
Yeah, and they can do it. There don't have to be no reason. It says it on their website. They don't have to have any reason to deny you.
Yeah. They have a good memory.
That they do.
Yeah, and so they don't have to have any reason to deny you, and they can have you deported. You get too out of hand. So guys, just be nice to each other, and not. Don't be a arrogance. I don't care how much money you can be an arrogant asshole from the America, any type of category, and there's a bunches of them. I am very lucky. I live in Santa Ana. I have never seen, I take it back, I've seen one one white guy
Mhm.
in church one day. And I don't know why he was there, but he was Catholic. You can tell because he's going through all the motions. And that was it. That was it. I haven't seen any. So everywhere I go, if somebody says Kano, I know they're talking about me.
Yeah.
Because I walk a lot, I get that exercise in. I walk a lot. Oh, I seen a video, Mike's
Uh-huh.
of ABC.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's nice.
and yeah, they had the penthouse, executive penthouse.
Mhm.
Pappy, you know him, Far East Pappy?
Far East Poppy. I've seen a few of his videos before. So
He's done a couple of videos on ABC just recently. So, wow. That's all I got to say. Wow. So, when are we going there? Let's see. The
320.
Camel Vlogs. Mr. Camel's here. Let's get him in here. Hello, the Campbells. How y'all
Good
doing?
morning. Just woke up.
Just
Yeah.
woke up.
Rose was in here earlier, said you was snoozing.
Yeah, I was trying to. I was watching Dallas actually get a lead that I don't think they can blow.
How you doing? You know everybody here?
I don't know I know Mike. I don't know the guy above him.
Mike's is here. And Big Kevin's the other guy up in the right-hand corner up here. I just let just about anybody in except for the ones that have caused me grief. These guys don't usually cause me grief.
We're here, so all the people that cause us grief will probably be here.
Well, come on over. Heck, we won't have to let them up here, though. So how y'all been? Glad to have you back around, or at least talk to you. I come down to I know you know, I sent you a letter. I came down to that place that you suggested, man, and they did have the best food. They had the best food that I believe that's on this part of the island. What do you think?
I don't know who that is. They wouldn't tell me who that is.
Hi, sir. Big Kevin Media.
Big Kevin Media up there in the right-hand corner. Yeah, he's a good guy. He comes around most when I do live stream. I've been very sick and ill, and I haven't been able to do live stream in a while. I guess I'm right now getting over the cold and cough in my chest. But I'm here.
I've been having the same thing, coughing like crazy. And
yeah, did you get some steroids? Did you get some steroids for it?
I haven't done anything for it because I've just been coughing, and I don't know if it's because it's cold at night or because I have the window open at night, but I've been coughing for a month, right?
Yeah, that needs to be taken care of, David. You need to get in there and get you steroids.
Hey, David K.
David C.
Yeah. Have you got like albuterol treatments or something like that? Because if it's been a month, then you're really congested.
Yeah.
Especially with your history, your medical history and stuff like that. Is that something that they giving it to you before?
No, I've never had a cough like I have now. It's like an itchy cough. It isn't. I'm just coughing because of phlegm. It's because my throat is itchy.
Yeah, there may be some albuterol. I mean, just ask your doctor about it, whatever, just to loosen it up. I whenever I'm in the Philippines, I always bring albuterol treatments because when I start coughing up and stuff like that, and just the dust, I'm not used to it. It is.
Yeah. They gave me some steroids. I mean, I couldn't even breathe. I could hardly breathe. I was coughing up all kind of phlegm and stuff, and I couldn't get it all out. The doctor right down here gave me steroids, a 5-pack, 5 days in a row, just a little bitty pill. And then he gave me a breather, one of those inhaler breathers.
Yeah, well,
albuterol.
I don't have any problem breathing. I'm just coughing. But I think it's because of the dust. I think you're right. It's the dust.
Might be. But mine was a congestion that got in there real bad, So I'm just now getting most of it out.
But you should check. My friend has CPOD, and that's what it sounds like yours is.
Probably. The doctor before I came over here said I had that. But I still exercise and get out and go as much as I can. But sometimes I can't breathe. I have to have that inhaler.
Yeah, well, I don't get out and exercise, so I can't blame it on that.
I know you're stuck on that chair, man. I hate that about you. having to be in that chair all the time. You know, I had to go in a chair in 2002. I had broke my neck and I was paralyzed from the about right in there down. You know, I could still move my arms real good. And that what happened was it was a work accident and a machine fell. They had to do 3 surgeries, and finally I got out of the wheelchair, but I had to learn how to walk again. I had to.
My problem really isn't from the stroke. My problem is mainly from the diabetes because my foot, and I don't feel confident when I'm standing or walking.
They're real numb. Are they real numb?
Yeah, not real. In fact, they're so numb. The other day again, the ants were eating my foot and it was bleeding and I didn't feel it.
Ooh, man, that's bad. Are you on insulin?
No, metformin.
Metformin.
Oh, that's what I'm using. No.
But actually, insulin is better than the metformin because the metformin messes with your kidneys.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, I still could be at any time, but I had diabetes type 2. I was almost 300 pounds.
If you lose weight, you'll get off of the type 2.
And I'm down to 180. So I don't have to, the doctor took me off all the insulin and as I dropped weight. And then he took me off the metformin also. So I didn't have to take any more sugar drugs, but I have gained a little bit of weight since I've been living in the Philippines, but not enough to where that, you know, I'm still down below the levels, still going down. This sickness got me down on unhealthy. But we were talking about your 13A visa. You got yours, David?
No.
Okay. I was going to say, I got mine. My probation.
I got the, when we came back from Singapore, they gave me a year visa in my.
Right. And that's the smartest thing anybody could do, you know, is take your wife and go on a vacation, come back. You got to go through all the rigmarole I had to go through to get a 13A, and you get a free year, free year. That's amazingly, if I'd have known anything about that, that's what I would have done.
The nice thing about that is that thing, a year visa saves me like 50,000 pesos.
I know. That's what I was saying. If I would have known anything about it, that's what I would have done. That would have been the way to go. And I encourage anybody that is married to a Filipino that are here with them to leave with them and come back and get your free visa. Block buy-in. Yeah, that's the only way to go.
Getting the year visa pays for wherever you're going.
Yeah.
From where I am, I have to spend $2,000 in gas to get there and back, and the visa's always $3,000 altogether.
Yeah.
So I save $5,000 a month. Actually, I save 60,000 pesos.
Yeah, because he's a long ways from English City. You can't do it in Longapo.
Yeah, but they tried to cheat me out of 20,000 there.
Oh yeah.
They're corrupt there.
Corrupt office down there. I won't do it there. But the English City Marquee Mall is pretty nice to me so far.
Yeah, well, I know everybody. I've been going there for 8 years. So
yeah. So now let me ask you this: since I do got a 13A, I can't use that block buy-in no more, can I?
I don't know. Better to ask Mike. He probably knows. I don't.
I don't think I can. I think that's going to be it. I think I have to pay my $300 every January, February, and get my ACR card replaced. And then every year, just $300 something, I guess. How much is?
Do I need a new ACR card?
Yeah, you do.
Why? I'll get one that says residence now, or no?
It'll be that. I'll show you what it is. No.
Hey BT, I gotta go. I got a phone call coming in. Thank you for letting me come on. Nice to talk and nice to meet you guys. Bye bye.
Right, nice to meet you.
No problem, big.
Where are you? You here in the
Nice to meet you guys too.
No, he's in Kentucky. He's coming to the Philippines. He says.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, I lived in Iloilo for 13 years, and now I'm back in Kentucky.
Wow.
He's an old wrestler. He's old. Remember when they had the wrestlers the the old time wrestlers bounce on.
You guys.
He was one of them wrestlers. You remember him? The guys that wrestled in the South back then. They who was they? Tojo Yamamoto and all them guys. That's Big Kevin was in that bunch of guys.
Oh yeah.
That was him.
All I remember from the South is maybe the Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah. And what was it? Hillbilly something.
Hillbilly Jim.
Yeah, Hillbilly Jim. Yeah. I remember that. But yeah, the back to the beach. Hey, I guess you do have to get an ACR card, but that's all you got to get.
I think they change it to residents from tourists.
Yeah.
Mike, let me ask you a dumb question. Why do you speak Tagalog so good?
Why? Because first of all, I've been around Filipinos a lot, but when I was there during those 2 years for the pandemic, I started learning it already. But what I did, I hired a teacher, a Tagalog teacher.
But you speak with an accent. You sound like you're Filipino.
Oh, good one. When I speak Tagalog, I use a Spanish accent. So so I speak
R's.
Yeah, so I speak Spanish as well, and my Spanish influence is Puerto Rican Spanish because all my friends are Puerto Rican who I speak Spanish to. So the way I started off is that I will speak it with a Puerto Rican accent on how I speak Tagalog, and that's how that rolls off. So it kind of it sounds like it to us, but to a Filipino, they're laughing at me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My wife was like, "That's not how you say
that." Yeah. So local Filipinos will notice it. So it's but for us foreigners, like they're like, "Oh my God, you speak it so fluent." I'm like, "No." And then also I speak Taglish, so if you listen to me, I'll speak Tagalog for a few, and then it'll be English all the way through half. So
that's how a lot of people in the Dominican Republic speak Spanish.
Yeah.
They throw in English words every once in a while.
Yeah.
Especially Puerto Rico, same thing, especially in Puerto Rico and stuff like that. My ex-wife was Dominican. She was Dominican Puerto Rican, half. Had to learn Spanish then, or else I don't know if she's making fun of me or talking trash. So
where did you ever go to the Dominican?
Yeah, I've been to Santo Domingo, Puerto Plata, Sosua. Yeah.
See, right when he starts saying the names of those places, he starts getting that accent in there. You notice that?
But that's Spanish. But he's Puerto Rican, so that's why he has an accent.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a mix. I'm Irish, Spanish. I'm quarter Irish. My dad is a Spanish and Irish. My mom is Chinese and Filipino.
Yeah.
Wow. So you do got? I thought you had Filipino.
Yeah, my mom is Spanish, Chinese, and Filipino. So it's so I do have the culture in there, but that's all I got.
Yeah, man. But
my
so I'm gonna go.
Great grandfather's from Ireland.
Cool. I'm gonna say hello to some people here.
So we might be cousins.
Dave K and Robert Simmons is here, and so is Miyagi. Miyagi's here. He's a good guy. Anyway, hello to you guys. But what I was going to get back to, David, was when you go out of the country to get the block buy-in, it doesn't matter where you go, does it? I mean,
no.
If you go state,
we were only gone for 2 days or 3 days. And when
that's
we came back, the guy says, "I'm going to give you a year visa."
Wow.
You don't know how happy I was when I got it. It was worth all the trouble we had in Singapore.
I heard that the people in Singapore, when I was there, it's true, back in the 80s, the Chinese there were really rude to me. And did you have that rude? I think you had the same problem, didn't you?
Exact. The thing, I lived in Singapore. The second time I moved to Singapore, I lived in, what are they called? Where all the people live. It's kind of like the Singapore projects. And the Chinese would not speak to me to save their life. If you get up in the morning, you walk down the street, and it's not like the Philippines where everybody says, "Hi, how are you, Kuya?" and You know, they smile, but the Chinese put their head down and walk right past you like you're some
Yeah.
kind of criminal.
Yeah, they think they're better than you is the way I look at it over there. But
You wanna
anyway,
know what? They're the same way in Kuala Lumpur. They're the same way in Hong Kong. The only place I've been to where the Chinese were really nice was Taiwan.
Mm.
Yeah. Taiwan's right next door, though, you know.
What the funny part is, in Taiwan, you walk down the street, it's something you don't ever see in Singapore. You hear people laughing and talking.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to Taiwan one time, and it
The
seemed
only
like
time you hear people laughing and talking in the Philippines is on Sunday, but all the underground and trains, they're filled with Filipinos, and it's Filipinos laughing and listening to
Yeah.
music.
having a good time with their life. That's the best thing about the Philippines is everybody's always smiling and having a good time with their life. Don't matter how down they are, man. Don't
The only
matter.
thing-
They
I
got
agree
some
with
food,
you.
they're good.
But the thing I've been here 8 years. The thing I don't know is the real Filipino the ones you meet, just walking around, or is the real Filipinos the people when you're driving? Because they're the rudest drivers in the
Yeah.
planet.
I'm just exactly like them. I fit right in with the Filipino drivers. I just
What, you're crazy? You
put my nose in there. I don't care. Move over. Yeah.
Well, you have to. If you don't do that, you're never going to get across.
Yeah. I act just like them. So that's just me. But
I've come
the
to
ones that I meet
conclusion
walking
that
down the road now, they're just as friendly as
if I
I am.
ever wanted to go to war, I want to go to war with Filipinos because they have no fear of death.
Yeah, I take them with us. Yeah, they do.
They'll jump in front of a car, no problem. Doesn't bother them in the least. And I'm
Well, I'm
talking
gonna-
about the pedestrians, not the drivers this time.
SWSR out there near you, right?
Say that
SWSR,
again?
the retreat, SWSR.
Yeah.
Those guys out there were awesome to me. I just wanted to commend you for a suggestion going out there, and the food was excellent. I have to say.
Other than the food, the service is so good there.
Oh yeah, and it's like a family. Yeah, they're like a family to you.
It is a family. It's two brothers, their mother, and their kids.
Yeah.
And then their brother-in-laws and sisters-in-law. It is a whole family running that place.
Yeah, it's really nice, and they're getting more sports. This water sports place, is what it is there, Mike.
Yeah, they got a new glass bottom canoe,
Boats.
and they've got water bikes now.
Yeah, they got the ones that hydroplane come up out of the water and you use them. And they got a river behind the place that's deep enough to learn on, and then the ocean's out front. So
Yeah, they've got everything. If you ever
everything that you
Mike,
think
are
of,
you in
wind,
the Philippines,
surfing,
buddy? I saw someone say you're in Florida.
yeah, and they got surf. So it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. And they're about to. When I was there, a guy they were working on a boat that they're going to start diving on this reef. That's about a kilometer out. It's about a kilometer out. Really nice reef, and I've looked at it on Google Earth.
It's
gonna
my
be-
favorite. It's my favorite place in Cabagan.
Yeah, Cabagan. That's where he lives out in Cabagan.
Yeah.
You ought to check it out whenever you get over here, just for a day trip or something, man. It's pretty nice.
You would
It's
like it, and the people.
It's at
are
the
very-
end of a road too. It's almost the very last place there, but nobody else is behind them that even opens their resort or anything. It's a resort, and he's actually going to sell condominiums there one day. He says, "Yeah, right on the ocean, and
right on the river."
Yeah, right on the river, and then the ocean. It's right together though. He's got like 3 rivers that come in together, and then they come out to the inlet, and then he owns the beach in front. So it's a pretty cool place. I thank you for suggesting that to me.
Yeah, well, they said you did an interview. I still never seen it. I went on your thing to see the interview. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's there. It is. I've got so many videos now. You just got to scroll down to where it is. It's
Well, I
actually
went through all of them. I couldn't find it. I
It's
saw
there.
the sunset one you did.
Let me see if I can find that right quick while you guys are here.
But hey, guys, just let you know, I have to go. I gotta go
Okay.
finish a few stuff. But
I appreciate you stopping by, Max.
Thank you so much, Mr. Campbell. Thank you so much. I finally got to see you, man. Talk to you. That's awesome. We all gotta collab sometime and everything. Okay, guys?
Yeah.
Well, but I asked you to call me because I wanted to get back. Because believe it or not, I love your last two videos.
I do too. I've been watching him. It's funny.
I'm getting flack for it right now, but it's fun.
Of course, you're getting flack. But here's the thing.
Jim Jam Raw. Jim
Here's
Jam.
the thing is he said up and he talked about men, but this man never knew me or Rose, and he always has something horrible to say about me. And the video you made is the exact comment I put on his page when he was live, because he thinks, and that's the problem with a lot of people who live here. They think their experience is everyone's experience.
Now that's one thing I don't think. I think everybody has their own experience. That's really what it is.
I don't get mad at anybody for whatever they are when they're in the Philippines. You know,
Yeah.
Fun family thing, visit, trip. You know, do what you want to do. I'll just say my piece. But yeah, I mean, just to be honest, I mean, before I go, it's just when I first started, I used to watch him. That's when I was during the pandemic and stuff like that. And I agreed with some. I wasn't on some, but that's his right, whatever. But when I started coming up in this whole thing, I think that he has this thing because I did not pay homage and try to go into his panel or something like that, that it got to the point where he was like saying a lot of bad stuff about me. And I didn't want to jump into it because I'm just like, you know what, I'm not going to jump into it. And a lot of people say, hey, he's talking bad about you. And I'm like, I know, and some people will try to instigate you to jump in. There's a lot of trolls that tries to do that. They want you to fight. And I never did. Yeah. I'm going to let it be. I'm going to let it be. And then there was one time where, he had his guest of his that is always there. Rest in peace to him. And he was just like lambasting. And I'm like, okay. And I let that be. And I made a reaction on that guy and I canceled him right away. But what happened was through the weeks, there was always these jab. I'm stealing his ideas. I'm doing all this. I let it be. It was going on for like whatever. And then one day I was just, a friend of mine just says, just go after him. Like, you're good at it. And I'm like, I don't want to be that person. But I know I'm good at it if I want to. And he then said a particular thing in his life because he joins when people are in his side and they comment, he's gonna, yeah, that's true. And so when he said it that one time, I was thinking about this last time. I was like, and when I go in, I don't go in on say, like the other day, he was calling me the G word. He was calling me, on his nutsacks and all that stuff. That's all he's got, unfortunately, to say about me. Hit me with facts. I hit you with facts, And so, but yeah, so it's just, for me now, it's just for fun. It's like and for fun and for, telling guys, I'm like, listen, it's okay, but these are dangers. I mean, like you said, marry a bar girl. Like you said, play along with a girl that doesn't love you. And, I'm like, I would never do that.
Pay some girlfriend alimony like you was married to her. Yeah, that's craziness. Yeah, that's the way I look at it too.
Some of the advice he gives it just blows my mind. One time the thing that made me really not like him was one day somebody said, "Why is Rose with David?"
Oh my gosh!
And right out of the blue, he doesn't know me or Rose. He says, "Because David has a pension."
Yeah, he thinks
I didn't have a pension. I didn't have nothing when Rose met me.
Yeah.
And then he went to the panel and he went to Sharon Lapo, and he just bullied her. She was saying, "What do you go out with a man? Why did you marry your husband?" And she was talking about how nice he was and blah, blah, blah. And then he said, "It was because of the money, right?" And he just badgered her until she said, "Yeah, money's important." And then, he's got Fred, and Fred just sits there in the corner most of the time because he won't ask Fred anything.
Yeah, he lost most of his, like all his original panels are gone. And that just shows, that's a testament for what goes on in life, is that, and so if he's, if he's losing a lot of his panel, then there's reason. That means the people that is really close to him, that's met him and stuff like that, has gone to that point. And so it's unfortunate. I mean, I just, you know, I mean, I put out my predictors out there and things come up. So we'll see what goes on. But, you know, in the end, I was like, I wish him luck. But if you're always thinking that your wife is taking advantage of you, if you're, you know, it's just, that's like, I can't live that life. I'd rather be like, you know, be single than that.
Yeah.
I want to find a person that's for me. But
it's just like me and Rose right now. Me and Rose are having problems because of me, not because of her, because of me.
Damn it! What are you doing to Rose? Out there, just you know, you can.
She's been putting out some pretty good content, man, with her sister and her niece and whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I got to go and be on my cousin's.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much. It was a real pleasure. I'll see you guys later.
Next time we'll plan it, and all three of us can sit here and just talk about one subject.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right.
See you later, mate. David, yeah, she's been putting out some good content. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but if you notice, me and her haven't been doing a lot of videos together lately.
Well, maybe you need a break. You know?
It isn't a break. It's, you know, I've had some bad luck with women here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And so, unfortunately, Rose has suffered from the girls that I've gone out with here.
That's what you're talking about. It's you, not her. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Yeah. So you always thinking Rose is doing something or something like that.
Right.
And she's not doing nothing. You're just making it up in your mind, right?
Well, I'm not really making it up in my mind. It's, you know, I don't know if you've seen it. If you look at our YouTube, we get a lot of trolls. Almost everyone on there.
I know. What's up with that? I don't get that. They don't like me.
I get it completely.
Because you got such a good-looking wife. You think that's what it is?
On top of me being disabled and old, so they think Rose is easy.
Yeah.
So they figure if they could get rid of me, they could move on in easily.
Yeah, I understand that's why you get some. You know, I still want to come out there and do a personal me and you one-on-one, me and you and Rose or something one-on-one with my wife Betty too, and you know, some kind of interview or something. Maybe even out at SWSR. Let me think. WSWR.
I think, what is it? Seaside Resort and Water Sports.
Yeah. Sunset Water Sports Resort. Yeah, there we go. I think retreat. But they got everything now. I seen I had a band in there.
You know what the problem is? It's back there. If you don't know you don't have a GPS, you're not going to find it.
Right. I went right to it though. It's pretty nice. I like it there. And they got a pool table. I like pool, you know. And the old guy that's the oldest one of them, you know, that's their partner. Me and him hit it off so good. We just drinking beer and play, you know, just doing everything.
What did he say? He's the chief cook and bottle washer.
Yeah. I like him a lot though. But them guys, those two boys are smart. They're going to make that place go regardless. It looks like they're entrepreneurs and they've always done well, you know. So I believe they'll do well there eventually.
Well, I think if you looked, I posted a thing they had up. They had a band there the other day, and it was full.
Oh yeah. I seen that. I seen it on their website. You know, I checked their website for see what they're doing. You know, and it seems even though it's only been a month or 8 weeks since I've been there, I think it was about 8 weeks, something like that. But anyway, they've already added all kind of water sports stuff there.
Yeah, they've added a lot of stuff since then.
Glass bottom boats or something. Or see-through
bottom boats, yeah.
And I seen one video of one of them riding another thing that I ain't never seen there before. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back out and try to learn a little bit of that before I get too old.
So there's a you know, you won't be bored out there if you're coming there for like a vacation or something.
I can't wait till they start diving because I got my diving license. I just want to go diving.
Well, Rose wants to learn how to surf. And they've got surfing and diving lessons there.
I like those surfboards that they come out of the water a little bit and they're electric.
Okay. The wakeboards.
Yeah. Now I like that, but I can't ride a regular surfboard. It'd probably kill me.
I can't do anything because I can't hold on because this arm over here doesn't work.
Man, I appreciate you coming by. I need to get out there, like I said, and maybe meet you at that place or anywhere. It doesn't matter to me.
No,
but
I think we had went to Singapore when we were supposed to.
Yeah, that's when I missed you. Yeah, I didn't realize you were leaving, and it was just a spur thing, wasn't it?
I usually don't go anywhere. I'm kind of boring nowadays lately.
Well, that's okay. I need to do something like a story with you. You know, I like to get the timeline down, and we talk face to face.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the story
before we
is,
do any video.
The story is don't let your past ruin your now.
Yeah, you better quit that. You better quit that.
I have quit it, but it might be too late.
No. They are forgiving people, man. These women are.
Yeah, but the one thing that I've learned over life, I'm 63, is women forgive you in their head 100 times and you don't know about it. What
was your service? What was your service?
Marines.
You was in the Marines. I was in the Marines. And Miyagi don't want to come up here because he's scared of us in the Army. No, I'm just kidding.
I was in the Army too. I snuck in the Army when I was 15.
Yeah. Yeah. Where did you? Was you in California?
Yeah.
Camp Peeling? Yeah. I was in Camp Peeling a lot of my tours, and then I came here in the 80s.
Well, you got to, you know where I was at? It was the last Quonset huts they had on Pendleton. I was in the Margarita area.
Oh, you're in Force Recon.
33. Yeah. Area 33 area.
Yeah. I was right there with you. I was in 1st Combat Engineer Battalion, which is the very next place from you, where you were.
At the time I was in, we didn't get to go nowhere. We didn't go. The only place we were close to going to, and even America probably doesn't know, we were on alert to go to Angola.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it didn't happen.
Those guys right there were tough guys. They ran about 10 miles a day, didn't they?
When I went in, America hated the military because they canceled our cold weather training. They canceled our jungle training that we were supposed to have in Panama. And then we were supposed to go on a Westpac to the Philippines and all of this area here. They canceled that. The Congress at that time was taking all the money away from the military because Vietnam had just ended.
Yeah. You were on the tail end of the hell. Yeah, but in the 80s, we were revisited here. And I was here when Mount Pinatubo exploded.
Oh, okay.
You remember that?
Yeah,
that was when Rose was talking about it the other day on her video when she was really young.
Yeah, she was 8 years old when it blew up.
Yeah. Well, my wife was 8 years. They're about the same age. My wife was about the same age whenever it blew up, and they lived over in Angeles and had to evacuate Angeles City. And I remember running on a dozer and having to evacuate Side Drive. Yeah. Because it was so much ash on the ground, man. There's so much ash there.
Well, you know what's funny? There's still a lot of ash around here.
It is everywhere. Yeah, it's everywhere, right?
And the rivers are blocked up from the ash. I mean, I heard that it was like one of the biggest explosions on Earth.
It was. I pushed 3 foot of ash off the road just to get out of town. 3 foot deep. So,
and then I guess a lot of people, their houses, their roofs.
All the roofs were collapsed in town. If you know Subic?
Not really.
Okay, there's a place called the Lower Mountain. It had all metal roofs on it, Well, by the time I got back from downtown, all the roofs were collapsed inside of every one of the buildings. There's an old video that Brian Philippines showed one time. It's Popeye. This guy named Popeye. It shows a helicopter going on, showing all the roofs collapsed, 3 foot of ash, And then the Upper Mile camp, they had Quonset huts up there that we stayed in, but they didn't get destroyed.
Quonset huts. It's funny, listening to Rose. I'm guessing if you were a kid back then, you would have thought it was the end of the world.
You'd be terrified, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Shoot,
Yeah.
I'd have been terrified at my age. I was in 91. What was I? 22 years old. Yeah. I would have been terrified.
You was 22.
No, 91. I would have been
You was
32.
32. Yeah, because you're a little older than me. Yeah, I was already 27. Yeah, 27. Whenever I was whenever Tubo spoke up. Anyway, guys, good to. Oh yeah, the puppies. You still got any you getting rid of?
We got 3 left.
Okay.
Our other dog had 2 puppies, and I think she killed them.
But they're all Shih Tzus.
Yeah.
Little bitty Shih Tzus too, aren't they?
Yeah, they're the princess Shih Tzu. I don't like the big ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Listen, I'm gonna plan on getting Betty out of the house and coming that way. She's got a chest cold too, so we're trying to get her to both of us. It's gonna take us about another week or 2. And then we're gonna head that way again to the resort or to meet you somewhere, anywhere. It doesn't matter to me. It's great having you on here, man.
Hey, have you bought a turkey here yet?
No. Should I?
Because I want to go buy a turkey. I want to have Thanksgiving.
Well, they say, Tim Desiak, he's on the panel. I mean, he's on the panel. Tim, you want to come up here? Anyway, he said to go to the VFW in English City and get it. He said they have a good turkey dinner. I don't know. I've never ate it.
What? The VFW's got good food, believe it or not.
Okay. Well, I might try that myself. But
where do you live?
I live in Santa Ana, which is really near to Arayat, the town of Arayat, which is the mountain Riot, the only mountain we got over here in Pepe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I live, right next to that mountain.
Okay. So how far are you from Angeles?
45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like I said, I drive like a Filipino.
Now, in Arayat, there's a place I wanted to buy some furniture from. They make really nice tables with iron and glass.
Really?
Yeah, I wish I could remember the name.
Is it on the main drag?
Huh?
Is it on
I've
the main
never
drag?
been there. I'd only talked to him on Facebook, but it was really nice.
Yeah. I don't know nothing about it. But I know I have seen furniture sold around there. It might not be the same though. Tim Deasy.
Who did Kentucky play this week in football?
I don't know, but I'm a Tennessee fan.
Okay, well, Kentucky almost won, and they were playing a big-time school. I can't remember.
Oh, Missouri. Was it Missouri?
No, I think it was somebody that was rated in the top 4. I can't remember.
Georgia.
Yeah, Kentucky. Georgia only scored like 17 points.
Yeah, well, they beat Tennessee too. Georgia did. So we're out of the national championship. I guess Georgia will be playing somebody up north, like
Michigan or Ohio State.
Yeah, one of those two for the championship. But it's always a SEC team and a Big Ten usually. But
no, usually it's just lately it's been the SEC and the ACC.
ACC, yeah, ACC. Clemson's been really good. South Carolina,
but
they're really good.
College football don't seem right without Alabama up there.
Right. What I was about to ask you, your TV. I seen the videos on your TV. What do I need to do to get TV?
IPTV.
You got to pay for it, right?
Yeah. Well, it's only $200 a year, and you get everything.
Oh, you pay it all at once, and you get everything.
Yeah, and you'll get you get all the pay-per-views. You get NBA, NFL. You'll get the World Cup.
Can you? I mean, I've seen a bunch of different apps for IPTV.
Yeah, well, you got to get the subscription. The one I use. Hold on, I'm old. I got to look. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, because I'd watched you saying that on 1 or 2 videos, but I didn't catch how you got it and who I get the subscription from.
Get your thing. Let me show. I'm going to show you it.
Let me get a pen right quick and write it down. I'll be right back.
Luck Vidar.
Thank you, Mama. Okay, David, what did you say it was now?
The app I use is IPTV Extreme Pro.
Extreme Pro.
Right. And the guy's name that I buy my subscription from is called Luck Vidar.
Can you spell that?
Luck, Luck.
Oh.
Let me see if I can find it so I get his name correct.
And is he on Facebook or?
Yeah. And you need to get a Fire Stick or a box like this, one of these.
Oh, I know what a Fire Stick is. I ain't got one of them.
I would just get a Cody box off of Lazada.
Okay. Can you show me the name of that box again?
The one I have is
Okay. Scone Pro. It's already coded when you buy it off Lazada?
no, you got to load it up.
Okay. And then this guy, this Luck, what was his last name?
Vidar.
Bernard.
No, hold on.
Yeah, Tim, and the VFW takeout dinner at Thanksgiving dinner. I was planning on doing that too, but
Okay, here, can you see that? That's who you get it from.
Villar. Okay, I'll get in touch with that.
Villar.
Yeah, because I don't get nothing here. I mean, I get Netflix because I had it back home, but it isn't nothing. I mean, they don't show you any new movies ever, nothing.
No, well, Netflix never showed new movies unless they made them.
Yeah, so I don't get anything. So I'm thinking of doing this thing that you did, the Extreme Pro one.
Well, I get everything.
Every channel, HBO, Cinemax, and all of it, huh?
Apple TV, you name it, Ted Lasso, everything.
Yeah. Okay, so
fact,
I need to do
right
that.
now there's 24,000 channels on it.
Let's see. Be glad to live in the Philippines and not Western New York. The one town near me had 85 inches of snow in the last 7 days. Buffalo, New York. Jeez. Tim, I don't want to live there. My bones can't take it no more. That's why that's one of the biggest reasons that I'm in the Philippines is the cold back home in the mountains in the cabin I lived in. It was just too much for me. It's getting too much every year.
I haven't seen snow in over 10 years. I miss it.
I don't miss it. Maybe I will one day.
You
Dave
will
Case.
The humidity gets to you, and it's terrible sometimes, the heat here.
What is David's YouTube channel name? David's YouTube channel name is the Campbells. 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 The Campbells. Sure is. That's Rose and him. His name is Dave K. His name is Dave.
It's Campbell Channel and the Campbell Blog.
Right. So, yeah, the Campbells. And you don't have a little tag. Let me see if I can put a tag up there.
I think I can. Look.
There you go. Put you a tag up there so you can see it.
I can't. I don't know what I just did with my. Oh, I must have put it in here. Here it is. Yeah.
Hello, Kid Unger again. So Dave K wants to know your channel, and the Campbells, CAMPBELLS, the Campbells.
No, just Campbell channel. I don't think there's an S on
There
it.
ain't no the. There's no the. It's a Campbell's channel. Pretty good channel, guys. They got a lot of videos too, a lot of live streams, a lot of different places they go. Really nice channel.
Thank
I
you.
enjoy it. Ken Unger's there. Hey, Tim D. Ken Unger says, hey, Buffalo got buried. Buffalo's under 6 feet of snow, guy. David?
Yeah, well, you know what? That's normal for me. I'm from Colorado.
Yeah.
I can remember as a kid having to dig a tunnel to the front yard, to the front door.
I don't like cold weather either, Tim D's yet. But some people that grow up in it, they want to see it every now and then. I remember
I don't want to live there again.
I remember driving in a big Toyota truck that had really tall lift kit on it across the Colorado mountains, and on the side of the roads there was where they throwed salt and everything. There were hundreds and thousands of mule deer. Now this is when I was in the Marine Corps way back in the 80s, but I was going from some place in Colorado over to Fish Lake Park in Utah. That's where I was going. And there were so many deer there, man. There were so many deer there. It was a beautiful place. Really beautiful place. Fish Lake Park, you ever been there?
No.
That's up in northern Colorado, I think. There you go. There's his channel there, Dave. Dave? Yeah. Dave K. There's his channel, David Campbell, Campbell Vlogs or Campbell Channel. We got you up there, buddy.
All right. Well, hopefully we still don't have any. They still owe us a ton of money for the Campbell channel. They keep saying we're doing.
I have never made a penny either. And I've seen your problems. I had one of those problems too one time, but I never was able to fix it. So I just closed it down, started over. You know,
I'm not going to close it down because they owe us a lot of money right now. So,
yeah.
And I don't know. I actually think it's a scam that they have.
So Dave said he just joined your channel.
Thank you very much. Rose is making a video right now. That's why I'm here alone.
Well, I got to go make some videos too sometime this week. Yo, I got jumped by the big YouTuber. Not jumped. I take that back. Nobody jumped me. They just said things that were derogatory towards my videos. And I know it's towards my videos because I'm the one that put the videos up that he was talking about. You know, I mean, he just didn't want to say my name. But what I did is I went to Walking Street and made some nighttime videos, you know?
Yeah. I saw where you said, I'm glad I went to Walking Street.
Yeah. Yeah. And so a couple of vloggers that go to Walking Street regularly said, well, we're not going to do Walking Street at nighttime anymore because we're getting all these other people doing it, and we just think it's just out of the way, blah, blah. You know, I went on and on. But he never said anything after that. And I made a comment on his vlog about it too. I said, well, I'm going to go to, now that they did that, all he did is push me to go to Walking Street more. You know? And so now, you know, this coming week, I got to go to the immigration to pick up my ACR card anyway. They said it'd be there by Friday. I don't know if it will.
You know what the problem is with going to Walking Street is the music. You'll get copyright.
Yeah, that's why I put, you know, if you watch my Walking Street videos, I put in my music. All through it. And then I type in words. So it took a little bit to make those videos. Really took a lot. But whenever I hear music, I just put in YouTube music, you know.
Yeah.
But I got really good views on them, you know, up in the thousands, you know, up in over 1,000, you know, on each one of them. But yeah, so since they don't want me to do it, I'm going to do it. You know.
Yeah, well, that's.
I'm going to do it till they get tired of it. Anyway, I'm going to be doing some out your way too. I noticed they like my videos that I do out there in Subic, and I used to live whenever I was, I was stationed there for a little while in Subic. That I used to live in Barretto there, on your way to your place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so,
it's funny because when I lived in Los Angeles, everybody was always talking about, oh, I'm going to Subic, but nobody goes to Subic. They all go to the Barreto.
yeah, that's where they go. Barreto, up Cheap Charlie's or across the street. There ain't many places there anymore. Used to, that place was filled with bars, and then the next town down, Subic City is next. That's where that I always hung out because it was so much cheaper there. Because getting further away from base, they don't charge as much for a beer out there. Anyway,
Yeah, well, Subic, I don't think there's anything in Subic now.
no, there's not. When I came to see you that day, I didn't know I was going to stay there. I stayed all night over there at the WSF.
Yeah, they told me.
Anyway, I had a good time with those guys. I really did. I really liked those guys. And but I went to go through Subic, and it told me to go right, and I had to go around this big mountain placey thingy.
Okay, you went the wrong way. You need to keep straight and just go over that hill.
Yeah, well, I didn't. I went the way around, and so instead of doing that on the way back, I didn't go that road. I went straight, and that way I could see if there was anything.
Yeah, from here till you get to it's pretty much straight. You don't make any turns.
Right, but the GPS told me to turn. I mean, what do you call it?
The GPS a lot of times are idiots.
They're big time idiots too.
Yeah,
they got me lost before. All right, David, I'm gonna call it quits for today because I've been on here almost 3 hours. Never done a 3-hour live stream ever.
All right, well, it helps you. A 3-hour live stream are good.
Are they?
Yeah, because you get a lot of watch hours.
Yeah,
which means a lot of people see a lot of commercials and you earn a little bit more money. So don't hate a 3-hour live stream.
Well, maybe I should do them from now on. Then I mean, I'm right at 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's pretty far. But I see there's breakfast on the table, and I'm not in a fight with my wife. So you have a great day. And everybody, thanks for Scoop B. Let's say hello to Scoop B. Hello, Scoop B. What do you say?
Scoop B. I don't know who you are. But
he's a good old feller from Arizona. Always helped me out in my day. And he was in the Army, too. Tim Dezak's still here. He said hello to Scoot. Yeah, I'll stay out if you'll come up here on the panel, Scoot, and say something wise to us. I don't know. I mean, I'm just asking. I'll stay on for another at least 20. I'll stay on 20 minutes. Hell with it. Stay with me, David. We'll see if we can get somebody else up here with us and ridicule them or something. But let's see. I got to do this thingy. Say Control V. That's it. Yeah, this laptop, it's been a while. Okay, there it is. Come on up here, Scoop B or Dave K or Tim Dezak or any of you guys. We're just talking about bullshit. That's all. Just bullshit. I mean, we're talking about other people's bullshit too if we want to, but I don't really care. I'll tell you the truth about it. These guys have got a channel. They've got plenty of money. They're making plenty of money, and they kiss my ass, Here you go. I ain't going to say names. But I got to say, hello, Scoop B. You're on the TV. I got to say, hello, Scoop B. Uh-oh, he's echoing there, so he must have something.
Well, you know what? I couldn't tell at first that was a can. I thought it was a mic or something.
It looks like a can.
It is a can.
Looks like an energy drink or a beer.
Whatever it is, you don't want to advertise it.
Hold on a second, brother.
Hold on a second, brother. What's up, Scoop B?
Hold on.
Turn everything off and sit down.
I'm
What is
trying
it?
to.
What is that? This is David Campbell right here. I want you to meet.
What's that?
This is David Campbell, a vlogger out here in the Philippines. He lives over in Zambales.
I need that shirt. Everybody says I'm a grumpy old man.
Except I gotta ask my wife. I like that. He always making some crazy shirt. Oh, how you been?
Oh, good, man. Good.
So this is David Campbell.
Hey, David.
How you doing, Scoop B? Where are you from?
And man, you were close. You were close. It's a combination. It is a beer and an energy drink.
And
a beer energy drink, huh?
That's right. Beer gives me energy.
you live in Arizona still?
Yep, still in Arizona.
Whereabouts?
Mesa,
That guy.
Phoenix area.
Yeah, well, I used to work out there, and the one thing I didn't like about Phoenix, every 5 miles you're in a different city.
Yeah, it's pretty much. It's pretty. I told somebody when I moved here, there used to be a little space between the cities, but not anymore. Now it's now basically you can drive 100 miles and you've never left the city.
I remember the Navajo Nation being out there. That's the only thing I remember.
Yeah, no, there's. Yeah, let's see. Going from. Gosh.
You got Buckeye, Surprise. What else is out there?
Oh well, yeah. Buckeye's the west side, and Apache Junction Gold Canyon is considered the east side now. And there's about 130 miles between the two of them, and there isn't really any open land left in there.
What about the Hopi tribe? They still out in the middle?
Which one? Yavapai?
The Hopi.
Oh, the Hopi, they're still up in the north, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a friend up there on the res. But yeah.
I used to have a friend on the Mesa up there whenever I was in California in the Marine Corps.
Hey, so what happened to the Vols, man? I was gonna rib on you a bit.
They went to Georgia, and Georgia Bulldogs ate them new lunch. Yeah.
Yeah. But then, but I mean, then they came apart like a cheap suit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I mean,
usually that's what happens to my beloved
I thought it was like a Marine Corps team. They came out really strong in the beginning, and then they just petered out into nothingness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know. He's an old Army dog. You know, he's going to give us.
You can't talk about the Marines like that.
You're talking about two Marines like that when we're right here in front of you.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, I like the Marines. I thought they were the best mine detectors the Army ever had. I just have to point over and say, hey, there might be a minefield over there. Hey, Marines, go check it out.
That was my job, but you shouldn't talk like that. I was a combat engineer.
Yeah. You know how BT used to do it, right? One finger in each ear like this, stick one foot out and start stomping the ground.
Well, we always thought
go ahead.
The Army, I was in the Army and the Marines. And if you see a picture of the platoon from the Army in boot camp and a picture of the Marines, completely different.
Yeah.
See mine? You see mine, right?
Great start.
I got my dress blues.
A bunch of shitbirds.
Yeah. Dress blues.
You know what?
Anyway.
You know why they dressed you up in blues, right? Because everybody sings the blues once.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got 1,000 of them, I think. You still got your bike?
Yeah, I still got 2 of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
one I still got to put together.
When I come home in July, I'll stop by your. Are you gonna be there?
Yeah, I'm gonna be here.
We'll go riding.
All right.
Yeah. Arizona's nowhere near Kentucky.
No, I'll be going home to Tennessee, but I'll stop by Arizona on the way in, just to see old Scoot there.
Yeah, we'll go hit.
He's married to a Filipina too, Ligaya. I was about to say Ligaya. Well, she'd hit me for that, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Anyway, he's been married to a Filipina for a long time too.
Yeah, I told her. I said, if she doesn't, she wants to stick around a little while and get her, to get her Social Security, whatever. She's working on getting her nursing license.
Well, you ought to let her do that.
Yeah, and I told her that's fine. I said, and I figure, sometime around next summer or so, I'm gonna head over to Philippines, but I'm gonna stay there. She's gonna come visit, and then I'm gonna stay.
You're gonna be the Filipino, huh?
Yeah. So I told her, I said, so as long as she's working here in the United States, maybe she could send me 40,000, 50,000 peso every month, for remittance or something.
What'd she say?
Yeah, she pretty much
Had to go
just
for
threw
that,
that idea out the water. He's like, no. I said, yeah.
So-
I said, you could send me like
the dollar's been
50,000.
dropping here the past couple of days. It's down to 57 now.
Yeah. I remember when it used to be down around in the 20s.
Yeah, I remember when it was 18.
Yeah.
18
I remember
pesos.
actually. I remember first time I ever stepped foot in the Philippines. I think it was 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
7 or
was
8
18
pesos for the dollar.
in 1983, I think.
When I first got here, it was 42, and that was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
How long you been married now? This time, Scoop?
What, the Bee Joy? 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years I've been married to her.
3 years.
But I've known her 20 years.
20 years, yes. And you got property down in Mindanao, right?
Yeah, in Mindanao, but did not.
Right near old Tom, or?
Yeah, it's not too far from Tom. I mean, one of the properties is probably a couple miles from where Tom stays.
So who takes care of it now?
The brother-in-law, sister-in-law.
Yeah, see, family.
Yeah.
That's good.
When I first came here, that's where I wanted to move, was Mindanao, Davao. But everyone told me it was dangerous there.
Oh yeah, I tell people this is the middle of Mindanao, right? This is like halfway between Davao and Cagayan de Oro up in the mountains. And when people ask me, I always tell them, yeah, it's definitely it's really dangerous. Don't go there.
So in other words, it's not. You just don't want no one there.
Yeah. see, here's the problem, right? Okay, when you start getting expats in there, right? Like go to Dumaguete. I remember when Dumaguete was a great place to go and it was cheap. Right? Problem was certain guys, like I always kid Bud Brown. I said, he's the reason that Dumaguete is now one of the most expensive places to stay in the Philippines. Because he was bragging it up so much, all these people moved there, and then you get all these Europeans and Australians and Americans and everything.
Yeah, it's all expats.
They start wanting this and they start wanting that, and then they drive up the price of this and drive up the price of that. And it's pretty soon you got Subic Bay.
Yeah. I like it where I'm at, but I believe I like it better where David's at, man. He's up there in Zambales on the ocean.
Yeah.
But you know what the problem is living here?
Nothing there.
Nothing here.
Yeah.
But there's not what I mean, when people say there's nothing there, I mean, what are you looking for? Do you need a subway?
ATM?
Huh?
An ATM.
ATM machine. You got no ATM machine that works out there, man.
Oh, yeah. But then again, I'll bet you he can go a month without having to pay a bill because everybody knows who he is, and they'll be like, "Okay, he'll pay me next month."
Yeah, probably.
Like I mean,
they usually want
somebody, up where I stay. If I don't have any money and I go to the store and I say, "Oh, I forgot to bring my money," they'll say, "Well, come pay me next time you come."
Yeah, but there's got to be stuff for you to get. There's no restaurants here.
Yeah, but that doesn't bother me either because I'm not a fan of restaurants. So,
my wife is the best cook in the planet.
Yeah, that's all.
Sometimes she doesn't feel like it, and I'd like to give her a day off.
That's what I told my wife. She says, "Well, who will do the cooking?" I said, "Well, here's the other thing she shot down, and I thought it was a great plan." I said, "There's a university not that far from where the farm is." I said, "I can go over there. I'm sure there's some college girls. I can hire one,
Yeah.
Cooking, cleaning, and like
that.
None
of that. Huh?
Absolutely, I said, yeah, I can have the cooking, the cleaning, and everything. And we have extra bedrooms. She can stay there, as part of her salary. My wife absolutely shot that whole idea down. Nixed that whole idea.
That's I was going to get a maid to help out my wife in this big house we got, and she says no.
Let me explain something to you from a guy who needs 24/7 care because I can't walk, I can't do anything, can't even go get my cigarettes. Don't listen to your wife. One of the biggest problems I made was not getting a caregiver. It's way too much work for one person taking care of it.
Yeah, she has to tend to you really a lot though, man.
Yeah, but Yeah.
That is a good idea. I think that is a good idea to do.
It is.
You know,
Just to make your wife happy, just find a fat, ugly one.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's what
There you go.
she said. Well,
Go to the school market.
yeah, but she's got a couple in mind, that are like friends of her mom's and things
Oh,
like that.
okay.
Or just get you a nice 60-year-old one. Get one your age.
That's what she said. She says she knows a couple of old fat married ones.
Yeah. You'll have all kind of fun out there on the farm.
Yeah.
You still got that fish ponds, the tilapia going on?
Yeah, still doing that.
Okay.
It's funny. Everyone says don't eat tilapia because they eat poop, and they're the trash fish.
Actually,
they're like the rats of the sea. But I like tilapia better than anything else I get here.
Tilapia most people don't realize tilapia really don't eat meat. They're a vegetarian type fish. 90%.
Yeah, you can throw a
bug here and there. They'll eat a bug here and
there.
there. But they actually don't eat. Off the bottom of the ponds and that.
No.
They're not bottom feeders. They don't. They're not like catfish that dig around in the mud.
But they're good eating.
Yeah.
They're good eating.
Yeah, and it depends on the type of tilapia, and it depends on how they're raised.
Well, he don't eat tilapia though.
Who?
You?
Yeah, I do.
I thought you was a veggie.
I do, but I eat some tilapia every once in a while.
So you're not real veggie.
No, I'm not 100% vegan. No,
he's not a vegan. He's a vegetarian.
I'm vegan more than vegetarian, but
really,
there are times that I occasionally, like Thanksgiving's coming up, I'll cook a turkey and have some turkey. I'm still a sucker for a good turkey.
Now Tim Desiak's smartest of all.
That's why I put up with
he didn't get married at all. He's been here for 10 years already. He didn't even get married.
No.
He just decided not to.
Yeah, but hey, now I've always been a sucker for a good turkey. That's how come I got hooked up with Shiner. He's the kind of turkey motherfucker.
Hey, they got turkey dinner at the VFW. Tim Desiak says.
Yeah.
Yes, I might be going up there and get me a takeout.
I don't know.
Thursday.
Well, if you're gonna go, maybe I'll go too, and we can meet there at the VFW.
Yeah, eat turkey dinner.
Yeah, I would like. Yeah. See,
I'd like to do a blog maybe on Thanksgiving.
I've never been to the VFW.
Well, that'd be a good one. Drive over there, and I will meet you there. I'll get there early too. I mean, they're going to have the turkey dinner right there at the VFW. Now,
see, I won't go to the VFW.
Not there?
Nowhere.
Oh. Well, it's got
back in.
This place has got its own restaurant, man. It's a really nice restaurant. Lamplighter Restaurant, I think it's called, right, Tim?
Yeah. But I think it was back, I want to say 1979, 1978, 79. Went to the VFW. I wanted to see about what I got to do to join the VFW. And they said, well, you weren't in a real war, so you can't join.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I was only in Southeast Asia, so that wasn't considered a real war to them.
Well, you don't have to be a member to go in.
They changed their mind. They changed their mind about 10 or 15 years later when their membership was dying off. Then all of a sudden, Vietnam vets were okay to come. back in the late 70s, early 80s, they wouldn't accept you because you weren't considered a real war hero. So,
yeah.
So I said, well, they kept after me about joining the VFW. I said I wasn't good enough in 1978, so why would I be good enough now?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy how they treated Vietnam vets back then.
Yeah.
Well, I had a friend who's was a vet from the time when I was in, and they damn near kicked him out because he wasn't VFW material.
Yeah, well, that's what they say. They said, oh, that's not a real war. You can't, And now, I mean, they're just begging anybody to join. I mean, you're like, hey, if you happen to have known a veteran, you can join.
Yeah.
It's because their membership fell down so low that they couldn't even maintain the place.
That's what I told the guys. They said, well, all you Korea bastards, just remember, you guys are all in your 40s and 50s now, and we'll see where you're at in 20 years. I mean, they're and let's face it, the young kids, they really don't want, most of them don't join the VFW anymore.
So Tim Desiak says you got to get your tickets in advance to get into that dinner at the VFW.
I tried to go to the VFW, because they had one on the other side of Angeles, and then one right by me that was right off of Perimeter Road.
Yeah.
And all the tickets were sold out, and they had Thanksgiving dinner outside, and we didn't get nothing in advance, so we couldn't get there. I wound up going to an Indian restaurant having Indian food on Thanksgiving.
Well,
yeah.
If I don't get down there this evening and get us a couple of tickets, David, we ain't gonna go there this time either.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's as busy now, is because a lot of people have left Angeles. A lot of people left during the pandemic and didn't come back.
Yeah, well,
Billy Jack says, Ken Egger. Oh, Tim has a harem. That's why he didn't get married. He has a harem like Big E.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tim Desiak? Oh, yeah. He's a ladies' man.
I know it.
Yeah,
I interviewed him at the
yeah, I saw that.
Tequila Reef not too long ago. I even talked about you. Yeah, I don't know if you got in on that.
I don't know what it is about Tim. They said, but yeah, he gets all them young girls all crazy. I don't know.
He's educated, man. You ever watch his videos?
No,
his videos are education.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is he can lick his eyebrows.
It must be. Yeah, that's probably part of it.
Yeah.
I used to be able to do that.
What gal doesn't mind? Doesn't love a guy that can lick his own eyebrows.
Okay, guys. I've been here 3 hours now.
You've been here 3 hours.
Oh, you made it to 3 hours.
Why didn't you holler and let me know earlier? I just found out.
Oh, it was a spur thing, but I'm going to start doing them every Monday. That's what my plan is.
Right.
If they get any headway and people in them, I'm going
to usually around about 30 minutes ago. Usually that's about the time I would have started my live, and I didn't.
Tim Desiak, I know if you don't have money, you don't need money for a harem. Like you said, if you can lick your eyebrows, you'll get them.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
He said he don't have a harem. Tim's a good old boy, though. When I interviewed him at the Tequila had a ball. And we ate some Mexican food. You've been to Tequila Reef, haven't you, David?
I've never been to Tequila Reef. I always go to Iguanas, but now that Iguanas moved.
I like Iguanas, and I went to this other place called Amigos. Amigos Tacos.
Me and Rose been together for 8 years. Rose cooks Mexican food. She makes the best burritos in town.
Oh, man, I just have to come to your house then.
There you go. When you guys come next time, if me and Rose are still together, we'll invite you for some burritos.
You'll still be together. You're not good. She's not going to get ready.
Rose, hey, from what I understand, Rose said you can't run away. You ain't getting nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, probably that's what she said on her video earlier. I heard her say that before.
Yeah.
Iguanas is better than Tequila Reef, is what Tim Desiak said. So maybe let's figure out Iguanas, and if they won't let us in to eat turkey dinner Thursday, we go come out there.
We're gonna have some Mexican. But I heard Tequila Reef makes a giant burrito that's very good.
They do, and I ate it the last time I was there, and it is very good. It is very good. Whenever I interviewed Tim Desiak, I had one.
Yeah, and, I heard people go to Tequila Reef for the margaritas.
I didn't have any margaritas there. I did have the big giant burrito, though. It was good. Yeah. It was good. But now I had a margarita before at Phillies. Phillies makes a pretty good margarita. They got these scallops there at Phillies. They're called cracker scallops or something like that. Oh man, they're really good. I never eaten them.
What's funny? When I first came to Angeles, Phillies was always packed, especially for breakfast. Now, when I come to Angeles, it's like a ghost town there.
Yeah, well, it's picking up. It's picking up. My videos were were a little light, but by the time the end of the night came, whenever I left and come back out to Santa Ana to come home, it was really packed down through there, really packed in Phillies. So it's getting back. It's starting to get back. After this pandemic is starting to fade.
Yeah, and eventually it will.
Yeah, they're starting to have a
people
lot
aren't
more.
coming back. Like a lot of the people I knew from here, they're in the Dominican Republic or they're somewhere in South America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're not coming back here.
And I met a lot of those guys already too out there that day. I did those walking street videos, which I'm going to do again. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call it that. There's food on the table, and I know it's cold.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Hey,
your
tell
wife's
Betty.
probably
Tell
gonna get mad at you for leaving your breakfast.
All right. No. Betty wouldn't do that.
Nah.
I mean,
Betty loves me. She's not mad at me.
She's gonna make him spaghetti and feed it to him if you don't eat this.
See you later, Scoot.
All right, later, brother.
See you, brother.
All right, nice meeting you, Scoot.
Nice
see David, as soon as I can. I'm going to write you emails now. Watch for them.
All right. No, well, write Rose because I never look on my emails. Tell
I just
Rose.
have the one. I have the one that I get. That I've only got from you guys. Listen, I'll just message you right on your Facebook page.
There you go. That's easier. I'm always on my Facebook.
And I'll put my number on. I don't care. All right, we'll talk to you later, brother.
All right, man. I don't know how to turn this off. Rose has to turn it off.
All right. Well, I'm going to end
Rose, Rose,
take it easy.
All right. Bye-bye.